not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Showtime!
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
No! I'm just ribbing. I know you're ready.
I apologize.
For the thousands in attendance, for the millions watching around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight,
Up the chaos!
proudly brings to you its
Awesome.
YouTube live stream.
champions of the world!
This is your boy Elf from the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T, the hot Popics live stream.
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you!
What's up, peeps? Oh my goodness. Oh,
Hey, bro.
L
This
also
panty
of the
was
JK
big.
also. My boy Pop T, Hot Popics podcast coming. Look, he's showing off the shirt already. Oh my god.
Such a cool shirt, man. I'm so chuffed when I got it.
I'm glad it finally got there. Okay, first, what's up to everybody coming through? Thank you for joining us on our final stream of the year 2020.
They all panicked. They all panicked when you said final. They thought, "Holy shit, what's going down?"
I know. Final what? Final what? Just final stream of the year. 2021 is coming to an end in a couple of days. 2022, we're gonna start off right. We got a whole lot of new stuff coming. Well, not us in particular, but I mean
in general.
in general, the Funko community and all that stuff. We're gonna get to a lot of cool things in a minute, but first I want to say Pop Teat is referencing the shirt that he has on. If you didn't watch his last video, you don't know, go watch his last video so you can figure out what that's about. But I will say that that shirt was purchased at Madison Square Garden at a WWE event. I'm trying to think. 20 years ago?
What? This is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to frame it now. I'm going to get it brassed.
You might have to look at the tag to see the year on it, if it has a year on it. But I think it's really that old, and it's never been worn. So there you go.
I'm wearing the shit out of it right now.
Also, for full disclosure, the 2-pack is actually from Funko PDX because
Really?
he won that in one of my patron giveaways. Told me
I
to
remember.
keep it. Then he asked, "Oh, is Pop Heat able to get these stickers over his way?" I was like, "I don't know." Remember me asking you about WWE exclusive stickers?
Yeah,
way back when?
I remember that.
That's why. And so that's from Funko PDX.
Thanks, man.
So
Got my
there you
first
go.
official WWE sticker,
There you
exclusive sticker. Awesome stuff. Thanks, bro.
go. So everybody, go check out Pop Heat's last video. His last 2 videos. He dropped 2 videos 2 days in a row.
2 videos this week. Imagine that. I
What?
can't believe it.
And I dropped
Unbelievable.
none.
Imagine.
Actually, no. I did my Roy G. Biv, my old from the archives. I'm starting to do now. So I got lost footage, and now from the archives, I'm gonna start re-editing old videos to just cut it down to the juice, the nuts and bolts of what the video's about, and I'm putting them out like that now. So I'm gonna recycle a bunch of my old videos. So stay tuned for that stuff coming. Also, my I was about to say my hot topics. My Impop2 interviews are coming back, starting off in the new year. Probably not to the 2nd or 3rd week of the year, but those are coming. So stay tuned for those. Gonna be I'm so excited already to get those going again. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna try to be more consistent, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Anyway,
Those interview things are so much fun now. I really do dig them.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's so many people who I haven't interviewed and haven't like talked to on that one-on-one basis, and a lot of them are people in the chat. A lot of them are people that I'm associated with now, where before I wasn't. It was like, okay, I'm gonna get this person, this person, this person. Now it's like I know all these people, so I'll be like, yo, come do my show with me, and they're gonna be like, sure. Everybody except Barbarian. I don't know if I can have Barbarian now.
Haven't you done Barbarian yet? How dare you? I can't believe it.
I know.
You haven't done Barbarian yet. Dude,
So we can hit up the chat. I know. I gotta get.
He's the face that runs the place.
He sure is. He's the reason why people come to the Pop the Chaos live streams. Speaking of, if you didn't see our last Pop the Chaos live stream, get over there. What are you waiting for? The last few were fire. They were so good. I mean, all of them are fire, but the last two were pretty damn funny. And of course, Barbarian's Festivus was hilarious too. So get on over, watch these lives, man. We out here acting a fool for your enjoyment.
Listen, we enjoy it as well. It's funny as well.
Oh yeah, we sure do. Hit up the chat. Chase, what's up, bro? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Funko PDX in the house. Beta Barbarian, what's up, bro? Mad Hatter, thank you for showing up. Appreciate you.
All the celebrities out in town.
I know all the celebrities here. Kay is here. Kay is actually here, and she's here. But she's here, and she's here. DPJ, what's going on? Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. Let's see. Is that it? Oh, Crazy Scottish Pop Collector. What's up? I still haven't opened your box. It's still sitting here. But now that I have Kay here, we're definitely going to open it up. So I can't tell you when the video's coming out, but we're going to open it up.
It's going to be,
girl, what's up?
2022 old footage.
It's going to be summer 2022 lost footage from 2021.
Lost footage.
Y'all already know. You already know. Shanky girl, what's up? Thank you for showing up. We appreciate it. Sharon's Pops and Plants. How you doing? Yesy Lou, my boy. Yeah, I know you're driving to listen. Listen, your last video, I was like, yeah, Anthony's definitely taking over, man. Like, you might as well just give him his own channel because he's just taking over.
just sit in the corner there and just watch.
Yeah, sit in the corner and let him go. Just for real. Nick, what's going on? Thank you for showing up. I was looking for it. I thought he wasn't going to show up. Rian, what's up? Thank you for showing up.
Hey, listen. At this point in time, Rian came around for Christmas, and he showed me the amount. You know, I don't think the amount is the right word. The magnitude of his Star Wars collection. This guy's he's bulleting ahead. Oh, it's amazing. He's got tons.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, he's got.
It was him or Kevin Shaw. One of them sent me a picture of their pop collection. I'm sorry if I don't remember which one you guys it was, but I know it was one of you guys because a lot of times when I'm at work and I see something, I'm like, oh, I'm flipping through it, and so
you see it quickly.
Forgive me, forgive me for not remembering which one of you, but I know it was one of you. Oh, who am I skipping? I'm missing somebody. Oh, there he is. No intro, no outro. What's up, Mr. Holly English? Thank you for showing up. Oh, let's see. I want to hit up everybody in the chat before I start reading what's going on. Okay, yeah. All right. So that's everybody so far. Hopefully more people show up. I mean, I see a few people watching, so not everybody commented. That's all right. You don't have to comment. Just come hang out with us. So now that we went through that, I'm going to start looking through. Yes, it was. I mean, a lot of people didn't like it. We'll get to it later, but I thought it was great. Barbarian said, nice shirt. It is a nice shirt, isn't it? Let's see. I'm going through. I'm just trying to get to the chat because I know people would check. He said that shirt has traveled most of the world. It sure has.
It sure has.
It went and came back and went and came back and went somewhere else to finally get there. So yeah, that shirt's got more miles on it than okay, don't say that. K is sitting right there. Yes, yeah. I mean, you got to watch his last video to see the excitement in Pop's Heat's face for getting
Yeah, I was
those
so
pops.
happy, like, because it was there and was sitting in my house, I think from Sunday, and I only got a chance to film yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, I want to open these boxes. So eventually I moved it up to the office so it wouldn't be in the kitchen where I see it every 5 seconds. So I moved it up to the office. I was like, yes. Oh.
Yeah, and it's not just that stuff. It's a box. Well, it was a box full, but it's not like it's a ton of stuff. It's just a lot of stuff that collected over the months of me supposed to be sending
continuously jumping up and down.
Yeah,
but go watch the video. All in the video.
Go watch the video and see what you guys think. So just dropped 30 minutes. Just dropped the video 30 minutes ago. Nice. Hopefully I get to check it out before I go to bed today. Let's see. He's at archive and lost footage. I can't wait for the Pharaoh's Tomb videos. Listen, I'm not even lying to you, man. I got some more lost footage coming. And the archive, I thought of the archive idea because I'm like, all right, back then when I didn't have that many subscribers, you know, they don't get a lot of views. And I'm not going to post the old video and say, oh, people, go watch this. So I said a way to get that footage seen is to just edit it down to the heart of what the video is without all the in-between banter. So it's a quicker video. Okay. You get to see me and Kay back in the day when we were really just nervous in front of the camera and I only had one shelf behind me.
Yeah,
and we're both sitting in front. And now, and you get to see a general progression of the quality of the video.
Sorry, how long ago was that?
That video was about a year ago. It was
it
was right before or after Christmas. We shot that video. Yeah,
no, it can't be, man. It has to be before that. The Christmas before, maybe.
No, we put that video. I got.
I remember last year you actually had a lot of the shelves behind you. Remember, we've been doing this for a year.
That is true. Hold up. Let me see. I got to look.
Maybe it's the Christmas before that. I think we maybe just jumped a year. But, you know what? You're forgetting 2020 or 2021.
I not skip 2020. No, because when I look, hold up. Let me check something out. I'm looking. While I'm looking, what was I about to say?
Dude, remember. we should so like I've got my very first video still saved on YouTube, right? My very, very first one I've ever done. I've got it saved, but it's not it's on private. Now I would love to challenge people to post their very first videos. I don't know if I'll trust that they'll put their very first video. They'll say, yeah, no, we'll just use this as my first video.
Right.
But I'm talking about like their really first video. Like my first video, it's like,
yeah, my first video is still on there. I haven't deleted or taken anything down. Actually, you're right. It was 2 years ago. So yes, that one was 2 years ago. So you're right. I don't know why I thought it was last year.
Cool.
You're
right.
I forgot 2020.
Can you imagine seeing everyone's like old videos, his first videos? It'd be really cool.
Yeah, well, that's something I actually do from time to time, like out because you can sort the videos. So when you click on somebody's page and click on videos, it usually goes from newest to oldest. So just hit sort, go from oldest to newest.
Yep.
It'll flip, so you don't have to scroll through everything, and then you get to their oldest videos. I've done that for a few people.
I did that with a few people too, and I'm thinking that can't be your first video. That's like definitely your first video. The lighting's the same as your current video. Everything's perfect like your current video. That's not your first video, bro. Don't lie to us.
Yeah, some people are cheating. But yeah, a lot of people have up their real old, like weirdly edited, or the sound quality sucks, light sucks. Listen, my videos, I'm still the only thing I upgraded. I got the newer iPhone. And it's not even the newest iPhone. It's just a newer iPhone than the one I was using. But
I'm actually going to just quickly scroll back. I'm going to give you guys the title of my very first video.
Funko PDX said he's going to redo some old soda and roulette videos. That's right. Listen, go back and get to those old videos. Let's show people where we came from, No, I did not pick up any Spider-Man doppelganger or any of the stuff. No. He said, the toothpaste. What toothpaste dropped? Toothpaste. They did Funko toothpaste.
My first video. Okay, well,
tell me that's what you call it. Said toothpaste.
Oh, Two-Face, man.
Oh, Two-Face. Okay.
That dropped today.
Because I'm like, toothpaste.
I remember he still asked me to drop it. Listen, I knew that stuff didn't drop. Someone said it dropped. Remember last week?
It was supposed to, yeah. It was supposed to drop.
But it didn't.
Yesterday or today?
Dropped today. Yeah, but someone said it dropped already. I was like, I'm sure nobody mentioned it dropping. And then, yeah.
Well, sometimes stores put it out early. So maybe the store they were in got it early.
Maybe it did get it. So my first video was put on YouTube on the 7th of February, 2019, and was called Royal Rumble and Dean Ambrose exiting WWE.
Wow.
According to this, it was 2 years ago, and it got 16 views, no likes.
Well, I can tell you right now, at least 2 or 3 of those views is probably for me. Because I definitely went back and watched some of your oldest videos. So
cool.
Don't worry, Barbarian. You're not uninvited. You're gonna come through. Haven't started learning how to edit or do an intro, any of that stuff. Don't rush it. I mean, figure it out at your own pace and just do it. Like I do. Listen, I do everything on my iPhone. I don't have any fancy programs or nothing.
Sharon, if you want app ideas and stuff, just drop me a message on Instagram to remind me, and then I'll send you a few links to ideas for apps and stuff to use if you like.
Yeah, and it's really not that hard once you figure it out. I mean, everything is a progression. It's going to seem a little weird or difficult at first, but once you keep doing it and pick it up, you're going to go, okay, I got the hang of this. Then you're going to up your game and start doing this, and then you do this. So don't rush it. Take your time. Figure it all out at your own pace. You'll get it.
Yeah, all the apps I use are all age friendly. So if someone old like me can use it, I'm sure anybody can. Even Barbarian.
Yeah, even Barbarian. The hot noodle challenge. Yes, I forgot that I said that. Because I kept saying, did I send it to him? Because, sending certain things overseas, customs and stuff. So I'm like, I don't think I put it in the box. But then when you did your video, you showed it. I'm like, oh, I guess I sent it to him. So there you go.
Like I've never had ramen where the sauce is actually liquid. It feels like the sauce is liquid in here.
It is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Funko PDX said he's in lazy mode for his intros. I used to be also, but I kind of started figuring out how to do editing on the iPhone. A lot of my intros take a lot of work and a lot of time, but when I'm inspired, it's like it feels like nothing. I'm doing it. But I thought about it and I'm like, all right, I know my videos aren't always going to be that great, but my intros will always get people to at least watch the first few minutes of the video because the intro gets you hyped, and then you'll sit there for 2-3 minutes and be like, okay, I'm done. But hey, I get you for 2-3 minutes. Nick, you're not chopped liver, man. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna try to get to everybody if I can. He said, call it not lost footage. Oh, he said he's got his own channel. Anthony's got his own channel. Send me the link. Send the link in the group. Oh, I think you did already. Did you?
Yes, I think we subscribed to it. I think
I did. Okay.
I think we did.
Yeah,
I think we did. I'll talk about the celebrities tonight. The chat was full of celebrities, and now another one steps in. Decides to grace us.
Yes, don't forget the like button, guys. Exactly. Okay. What's up, Luau? Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you, bro.
That's a birthday.
What's going on? Appreciate you.
All these famous people. Listen, I made the craziest mistake text-wise on our group the other day. I was like, yeah, to be famous, friends, and all that. And I realized I didn't put the famous part in. It's like it's nice to have friends. I was, oh my god, it's like such a loser.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
And then everyone laughs when I forgot to put famous.
Hey, we're all famous in our own minds.
We know you famous, bro. Okay.
Oh, I'm not famous. I'm famously unfamous. Don't worry, Holly English. We got our challenge coming. I think January 8th was a tentative date that lasts, and I think TechBot we're talking about. So we got to get together and just all figure it out. Who's going to do it, first of all, because we can't have I think only 9 people on at a time on the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, we can't have too many people.
Well, 1 and 9 guests, I think.
So and we know what's going to happen to Mr. Freeze. He's going to
I haven't been frozen in ages.
Oh man. Quick Draw. Where's Quick Draw? Oh, there he is. What's up, Quick Draw? Thank you for showing up. I missed you. I missed your comment. Said your first video was a Funko Pops. A lot of people's first video was a Funko Pops.
Yeah.
They kind of transitioned into Funko Pops.
Yeah, much to popular belief, I'm actually a big wrestling fan.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that there's quite a few of us whose first video isn't Funko related. I mean, I believe mine is, but there's a lot of us where it's like oh boy, hilarious.
Mr. Doubtfire. Dude, Mr. Doubtfire. Wow.
Barbarian said he got his intro and logo made from Fiverr. Yeah, I heard a lot of people say that. Go to Fiverr.
There's nothing wrong with Fiverr. Fiverr is really cool. It's gotten a lot more expensive than it was in the beginning because everyone started selling their stuff on it now.
Yeah.
Like maybe about 2-3 years ago when it was still a new thing, you had this guy say, yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
The actual reason why it was called a Fiverr.
Right?
You know what I mean? But now it's just blown, which is cool though, because it's getting everyone's artistic levels and everything out there. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Funko PDX said his first video was November 20th, 2019, or 20th November 2019 for all you people overseas. I start to learn that you guys put the day before the month. And I knew that, but I've been listening to other people's videos where they actually say it, and it always messes me up at first because if it's a low number, like if say it's 11, you'll say 11th of June 2019. I'm like, my brain is going November because 11 for us, it would be 11/11/2019. So it confused me at first, but my brain caught up. I got it. I still didn't get the time zone thing down, but I got the month, day, year, day, month, year. Any of you places that put the year first, you're bugging. You're crazy.
Yeah, especially now in nowadays, you don't want to remember 2020 and 2021, so don't go be putting that first.
Know, right? Oh, and speaking of something earlier, it's not even something earlier. It just popped into my head, so I'm just going to say it now. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I was talking to a friend of mine who was saying he didn't understand why The Matrix decided to come out on December 22nd when Spider-Man was coming out, and it's going to cut into their profits and blah, 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 this, that, the other. I said, dude, 12, 22, 21. And he was like, so what's special about that day? I said, say it backwards. And he said, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Oh, okay. I said, see, they ain't care about the money. They just wanted to do something cool. It's the Matrix. It's a mirror number, a palindrome, as they say. So, yeah, anyway.
I watched it the other day. Such a good movie.
What, The Matrix? You liked it? I liked it too. I mean, I know a lot of people.
I got a feeling that the original, like the trio, the people that like the original trio, or trilogy, should I say? Sorry, I think they're going to be like, I don't like this shit. I don't like that, because I can kind of see, but I think it was brilliantly done. To be honest.
Yeah, most people like the first Matrix and didn't like the second two. I like the whole trilogy. Like I was in on it. I liked a lot of the symbolism. Like I dove deep into the Matrix mythology and all that stuff. I was huge into the Matrix. So this movie, while I can agree with most people where it was kind of like just a retelling of the first movie, actually a retelling almost all three of them put to one. And it really didn't advance the story any, and it was like you didn't need the movie, but I think they're setting up another trilogy. So this first one was kind of like, all right, let's get all the stuff out the way that you guys need to know, what happened, how it happened, why it happened. Now we got our ending. All right, now the next two is going to be more of a new story. Hopefully, if they get a chance to do the next two. But it wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't a bad movie.
It wasn't one of the most stupendous movies. It entertained me. But as I'm watching, I could actually see myself realizing that there's a lot of old Matrix fans being triggered by how this Matrix movie is.
Right.
If you know what I mean, like it's not as bad. It's just that they'll be like, "Oh man, this is nothing like Matrix 1." I'm like, okay, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
people went into it expecting that, but we're not talking Matrix. I know I brought it up, but yeah. Luau said his first video was at Funko. Quick Draw said his first video was 9 years ago when he was in a cover band doing Marilyn Manson "Beautiful People." Nice. I love that song. Oh, that's the song that got me into Marilyn Manson. "Beautiful People" is such a good song. Sharon said her first video was a fire pit. I'm sure they got better. PDX first video was.
I'm sure she meant it was not a fire pit, wasn't it?
She said my first video is a fire pit. I'm assuming she meant that as a joke because she put LOL, so probably meaning that it was like a dumpster fire. But we appreciate you coming through, Sharon. I know you got stuff to do. You come back and check us out later. First video on YouTube is Funko. First video of me was in a bathtub, but that's Jesus Christ. Why did I even bother reading Barbarians? Hey Nadia, what's going on? Thank you for showing up. Oh man. All right, I'm trying to catch up. You guys are on fire in the chat today. Mr. Ugly is here. What's up, Mr. Ugly? Oh, Nadia's first video is her explaining her channel. I haven't done an intro video yet. I know a lot of people have intro videos where they explain their channel and what they do and all that stuff. I think since all of us are here, maybe we should do an intro video just explaining that we're a fun-loving family of Funko collectors doing crazy, silly, stupid stuff. I think I just explained it. So I'm gonna clip this little part, and that's our intro video. Oh man. All right, guys. So we usually do this later in the show, but I want to do it now. Our channel shout out because the person we're shouting out might have to leave soon, so I want to make sure they hear it. We're gonna shout out Funko PDX today, guys. If you're not subbed to Funko PDX, what you doing, bro? Get over there.
Of
course, I didn't put the link. Hold up. I do this all the time. But
if you can't do it, I'm sure one of the mods in the chat.
Right now he's at 688 subs. So let's get him a little bit closer to 700 for real. For real. Yeah, awesome dude. Awesome channel, does videos with his kids like me, so I'm partial to that type of stuff. And yeah, go check out Funko PDX. I just dropped the link. Head on over there, drop him a sub. We'd appreciate it, for real.
Video with kids. There's a bit of gaming on it.
Yep, does gaming and stuff. Yep.
Really, really cool.
And we have a trade that we're trying to work out. So yeah. We've been working on this trade for him. He said, "Hey, that's me." Yeah, that's you, Zach. And he's also the one who gifted Pop Heat that 2-pack. That's not why we're shouting him out though. That just happened to coincide with Pop Heat getting it in today's show. So yeah. So let's go on over there, sub, watch one of the videos for like 2-3 minutes to let the sub stick, and then come on back. We're not going anywhere, at least for another hour or so.
I'm busy looking at that message that Chase said about the big screen TV. Chase, how are you balancing that big screen on such a small stand?
Right, you saw it, right?
my nerves will be shot.
Oh, Chase is the man. My box came in. I need to record the video. All right, cool. The phrase "when you're here, your family," I believe, is now public domain. Olive Garden no longer uses it. Really? I would start using that. I got to look that up. Thank you. When you're here, your family. Chase said, "What does PDX stand for?" I never bothered to ask.
Me too, actually, if I think about it. Zach, while you're here, bro, let us know.
Yeah, if it actually has a meaning.
I don't think any of us asked. I think it was just such a cool name. We just went with it and said, "That's cool, man."
Yeah, I meant to ask, and I was gonna look it up because I figured it stood for something. Because PDX just sounds like it stands for something like technical or something. But yeah, let us know if you're here, if there's a reason for it. Mr. Holly English said first vid is when he got his first chase in a while of Alex Trebek. Nice. That's actually a pretty good one. That's a good chase too. Wish I'd got the regular Alex Trebek. All right. So with that being said, and while we wait for Funko PDX to ask, he said fish tank stand works great. It holds the weight of a TV. It sure does, because a fish tank stand, depending on what kind it is, can hold a lot of weight because it has to hold all that water. So they're pretty much squared off and made to hold a lot of weight. So nice.
I wasn't worried about the weight on the thing. I was worried about maybe just a slight breeze comes and just blows it over. like you know what I mean? I'll be a nervous wreck. Like,
you're like, no, I can't take it. So you guys know Funko didn't do much this week, and we usually do a lot of Funko talk, which is why we're just sitting here BSing, because it's really not much to talk about. But they did do one cool thing that I think is cool anyway. They dropped this, and I know a lot of people. Oh, hold up, get rid of this banner. Here we go. And I know a lot of people ain't feeling it, and that's fine. Like, to each his own. But come on, it's Wonder Woman.
I think it's cool. Like, I think a lot of people might not agree with me on this, but I possibly think out of the diecast that's out so far, I think this is the better one.
I like this one. I mean,
if you look at the design and everything, I like the shield. The shield looks really, I don't know if this is actually after an actual pop or what. But it looks really cool.
Like the old school Amazonian shield. I don't know if that's from a comic or, like you said, from an older pop, but
when I first looked at it, it was like, oh, that's the first thing I caught my eye. But like, look, I'm not going to buy it because I'm waiting for a decent like line to come out, like, you know, anime, so much better.
Mm-hmm. And the sword.
But it's really cool though. This is a really cool one, yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. I mean, I didn't go for it, of course. I haven't gone for any of them, so you know. I'm waiting for
the unboxing videos. I'm excited to see unboxing videos. I was hoping Chase would have gotten it because his unboxing videos of these are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Superman one because I'm pretty sure that one's gonna be the next one. Not 100% guaranteed, but I mean, come on, they did Batman and Wonder Woman, so Superman is logically next. Excuse me, they did Iron Man, Captain America, so I don't know which one will be logically next for Marvel, but they'll probably do a Hulk because it seems like they're doing Justice League and Avengers. So
I think Chase is hoping on a Thor.
Oh, Thor. Right. Okay, yeah, Thor. They'll probably do Thor before Hulk, so Thor might be the next one. But if they do a die-cast Superman, I'll most likely want it. And a die-cast Hulk, I'll definitely want it. So we'll see. I think those will be the next coming down the line. Not necessarily next, but those will be coming down the line.
Well, supposedly with the news of next year possibly being, and very, very, very much rumors and not true, the fact of a 10-inch Batman coming out. which I'm really excited
Yeah,
for.
I heard that too. And we got that's Rumours, right? Then we have that. Yeah, we're gonna get to that too. Let me write that down so I can make sure to pull it up.
Yeah, I dropped it in one of the messages there. I'm really excited because I'm actually at the moment I've decided to say because I want 10-inch Superman. So having a Superman and a Batman of 10-inch would be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Funko PDX says I have to read it now. Unfortunately, I clicked it off my screen. There it is. Portland International Airport. There you go. It's a code name for Portland, Oregon, where he lives. So there you go. Well, I knew you were from Portland because you say it in your videos a lot.
I don't get it though. Is that a man? I don't know. I'm just never mind. Ignore me.
Well, I don't know if every city's like that, but I know X usually denotes an airport, like LAX airport.
No,
like the X. So Portland P. I don't know what the D would be, but whatever.
That's
Portland PD.
Exchange.
So
American Exchange. Oh, that's a wrestling group. Yes, okay.
There you go. Batman's still the best, but it's nice. Yeah, I think
it is nice.
Actually, no, the Batman is one of the better ones, but I like the Cap one though. The die cast. I like that Cap.
I do like it. Rion actually brought his over. Let me see his, and they're pretty cool. But I was holding it, and I was nervous to hold it because he's like, careful, it comes out of the sleeve very quickly. I'm like, okay, sure.
You're like a newborn baby. Here, take it back. I don't want to hold your baby.
It was really cool. It was really cool. And I do agree, though, they can do something better with those stupid gray stands.
They can. They should.
Oh, man.
Funko PDX to this lane. Chase said Vader. I want a Vader also. They do a diecast Vader. You're damn right I'm getting it. I'm probably going to get two.
If they do a diecast Vader, I would get that too. That's how badass that is, bro.
And I'm getting two. One's going to stay sealed in the box, and one is coming out to put on display, and I'm going to shine it every day.
And listen, there's something that, excuse me, with the Batman, I think they did, what was it? I think they made, I don't know if Rian can remind me, part of it is shiny and part of it's not shiny on the Batman
what, on the diecast? I mean, I know the pop is shiny. I don't think the stand is, so.
No, there's parts of the pop where it's like a matte and then the other part is shiny, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well, Chase could tell us because I know Chase knows.
Or Chase, yeah.
Yeah. Nick said the Blacklight Harley restocked on Hot Topic and he was able to grab one. I have a Blacklight Harley. My Blacklight Harley is here. And I know Pop Heat has one because it's right there behind him, right over his shoulder.
There we go.
Yeah. I actually won this one from Wayneco. Wayneco's Patreon. I won this one. So
you know what?
That's the only one I really cared for. So
you know what's really PDX said something about a Spider-Man diecast. You know, it would have been really smart if they actually had a Spider-Man as a dead zone. If they had if they had a Spider-Man diecast coming out when the movie came out, it would have been brilliant. It would have sold tremendously.
Yeah. He said, I think the next diecast would be Spider-Man. It could be Spider-Man too. I mean, listen, it's gonna sell regardless.
I think at this stage, if they brought it out tomorrow, it would still sell. I think they would have sold so much more.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Spider-Man is like that's one of the many characters that it doesn't have to have anything going on and the product will sell. Spider-Man is on his own outsells Batman, Superman, Iron Man, Cap, Spider-Man outsells every other character. With movies out, without movies out, just Spider-Man merch sells more than any other character. So Funko PDX said he still needs that Blacklight Harley. So you guys should talk. Rion said the head is more shiny than the body on the Batman. So he said it's too obvious. Yeah, maybe for them it is too obvious, but it's all right. He said they'll give us a Green Lantern before we get Spider-Man. Listen, I think it's a Green Lantern diecast would be dope too. He said, name one person that thought Wonder Woman was next. Well, I wouldn't have thought she was next, but I figured she was coming. So it didn't surprise me. But hey, it is what it is. Like, I don't mind. I don't care. So here we go. We're going to just move it over like that. The Batman. Oh, guys, the newest trailer dropped. This movie looks like it's
I haven't even
so good. Oh, the third trailer. Well, a teaser, a trailer, and the second trailer, technically, but 3 trailers, however you want to count it. And it's so good. So right here we got I saw it, right? Blacklight diecast Pikachu.
Oh no.
So
I actually put this on the group, Chase. I did put it on the group. He didn't comment. I actually tagged him in it and he didn't say anything.
Yeah, he's in the background talking about it. He's listening. He's about to chime in. We know he's coming. So Batman, the Batman, pops are coming, which we knew they were coming. So there's going to be a Batman, a Catwoman, a Penguin, which I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Riddler pop too. They just ain't announced it yet because he's supposed to be the main villain in the movie. You're not going to do a pop of the main villain. Catwoman with the Catmobile, which okay.
Sure.
I don't know in the comics if she ever had a car. I know she's had a motorcycle on occasion.
Motorbike, yeah.
Yeah, and then of course Batman with the Batmobile, a Batman variant, which I'm assuming is probably going to be a newer version of his suit, because usually by the end of a movie he ends up upgrading his suit, or there's something special different about his suit, because you got to sell toys, so you got to have more than one suit. And a 10-inch Batman, which is going to be the 10-inch of the Batman from this movie. So we'll see, guys.
Be a Batman. That's cool.
Is it Catmobile? Yes, Catmobile. We'll see. I don't know what the Catmobile is going to be like, but you got to see the movie. Maybe there's a Catmobile in the movie. Maybe not. I don't know. It's something. I definitely want to see this movie, though. I'm so excited for it. It's supposed to come out March 4th, I think. Something like that. I know it's March. Unless they move it or change it. But
birthday month.
Yes, exactly. Yay. So for those that don't know, myself and Pop-T are both born in March. I'm the 18th.
And Barbarian. Don't forget Barbarian.
Oh, yes. Barbarian's born in March, too. How could we forget? And I believe his birthday is before ours. So, of course, he thinks
I think it's on the 7th, isn't it? I don't remember.
Although I was born first. But whatever.
Like a day. A while and a few years.
Not, for him, a few years. For you, a day and a lot of years. But
tons of years.
He's at the Catmobile like the Dogmobile in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
You said you watched a bunch of spoilers, not looking too good. Okay. All right. We'll see. Listen, I'm excited for it, though. Same birthday as my son and dad. Really? Who's the 18th? Who's the 19th? That's awesome. I know a lot of talented people are born in March, so, just saying.
I think this Batman movie is going to blow everybody out of the water. I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
just because it's going to be the universe is going to say, "Well, are you going to be negative? I'm going to make you all cry."
Yeah, I'm definitely not going in expecting it to be great or bad. I'm just going to go in level-headed and see what it is, because you go in with your expectations too high. Even if it's a good movie, you're not going to like it, because you're going to be like, "It's not what I thought." And if you go in with your expectations too low, it's going to be decent, and you're going to think it's the best movie ever because it blew your expectations out of the water. And so just level-headed. We'll see what happens. A little ASMR for you guys.
This video is something else.
Damn. That was right in my. I was like, what the hell is that? It said hi, Spider-Man, and blew me away. I had pretty
Spoil
good
it.
expectations for
Spoil it.
Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. And I came out of the theater going, wow, that was really good. And I was like, all right.
Wow.
I was thinking
Wow.
like awesomeness. But then my brain went into technical mode and started thinking about why this happened and this doesn't make sense and this shouldn't have happened. And then it kind of brought it down. Not a lot. It's still like I keep telling people a solid B+ movie, which
You came out of the cinema feeling like Vince McMahon. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's a solid B+ movie. And I got that rating actually from New and Old because after he watched it, he put B+. And then I saw it the next day because he saw it, I think, on a Thursday. I saw it the Friday. And I was like, oh, it's a good movie. And in my head, I was like, oh, it's got to be it's like an A, man. That's a great movie. But then, like I said, the technical stuff kicked in, and I was like, okay, yeah, solid B+ movie. The main thing about it that bothers me, of course, no spoilers, but if you haven't seen the other Spider-Man movies, like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movies, then stuff that happens in this movie is not going to hit the same. It's kind of like saying, watch Endgame without watching any of the other Marvel movies. Then all those beats, all those emotional things that happen, it's not going to hit the same because you don't have that attachment or you don't know what it's referencing. You know, like I always say, my favorite part of Endgame is on your left. When Sam comes through the portal, he's like on your left. It's still, just thinking about it now, it hits me emotionally because I remember when they met and Cap running by saying on your left, like their whole thing, that was kind of their buddy thing. So it's like, come on, you go watch Far From Home and not getting a lot of the references of what the characters are talking about, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm kind of lost. So
you see that the thing is, I also think like spoilers ruin a lot of things. I bet that movie would have been 1,000 times better if nobody knew it was the other Spider-Mans involved. You know what I mean?
Who said they're involved? Oh, I didn't.
None of that. But you know what I mean, though. If there wasn't anything.
Yeah. Well, anyway. That's something I was talking about too with a friend of mine from work. I was saying like not even necessarily spoiler culture, but the culture that we're in now, where a trailer will get like analyzed to death, and then people will say this and that and other, and then you get leaks of, oh, this character's going to show up and that character's going to show up. It's like, even just hearing some of that stuff, if you didn't know that and wait and watch the movie, it would blow your mind. But since you already know certain things that's going to happen, it's like, okay, it's great to see, but it would have been so much better if you didn't know it was coming. So yeah, like as far as all the Spider-Man villains coming through, like if they had shown one and said, yeah, you would have been like, okay, why is that villain in this universe? He's from this other movie. And it would have got your mind going. And without showing all the other stuff in the trailers, when that stuff happened, you'd have been like, holy crap. But since you already knew it was coming, it was like, kind of a letdown. It said Dex is the 18th and Dad is 19th. Yeah, you probably did. Listen, my memory sucks, man. I'm sorry. Well, tell your son he's got a great birthday. I think I'm more excited for the Flash movie than the Batman. I'm absolutely more excited for the Batman movie than the Flash, because I heard the Flash movie has been going through so many changes and rewrites and delays that I'm not as excited for it as I used to be. I still want to see it because I love the Flash, but we'll see. Stab that like button. Hold up. Damn it. I gotta go.
Push the button!
Okay. The new Spider-Man movie is that anyone just pick up a sling ring and be able to use it. Well, okay. No spoilers, but it was talked about earlier in the movie where that particular character said something to Doctor Strange about having magic in his family, which is, taken as a joke. But then when he did the magic, you're like, okay. And actually, they can be used by anyone. Is some people are more inclined to it than others. which is why Doctor Strange, it took him a minute. It's not because Doctor Strange couldn't do it, but he was more of a scientific mind, and then he had to learn to believe more in magic and let his consciousness go and all that stuff, like the ancient one was telling him. It's sort of like in Star Wars with using the Force. Some people are more inclined to the Force, meaning they have a natural affinity to use it, but they can't control it. And then there's some people who have less of a mastery over it, but they can control it better than people who are inclined to it because they've practiced and studied. So, you know.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna stop talking about Spider-Man because I don't want to spoil anything. Like Pop T hasn't seen it yet. I don't want anybody to give anything away. So, you said you have the same ring. I have the sling ring too. I have one, and I can't open portals. Oh, I did the same thing, Chase. Like it was literally me and two other people sitting in the theater because I went to an early morning showing, and certain parts I was like, whoa! I was like, awesome. I'm sitting here cheering. Oh man. Quick Draw said the ending was lame and didn't make sense, but the rest was entertaining. I like the ending. I'm not gonna talk about it now. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much for Pop T, but once he sees it, we'll have a proper talk about it. So hopefully you can join us then. But I understand the ending they did on a level of money, because remember, Spider-Man is still owned by Sony, but he's on loan to Marvel. So Marvel had to end Spider-Man's story in a satisfying way for them, and also have Sony be able to use the character still, and also be able to say, well, if they continue their deal, they can continue from there. So it's a weird thing. But and then you got to remember, a certain actress is getting up there in popularity and demand, and her paycheck is rising. And you know how studios are. They don't want to pay people. Oh, man. That is true. That's true. All right. With Fabian.
What?
Wait a minute. Am I seeing things? Does that say Fabian's Funko Pops? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? What's up, bro? Thank you for showing up, stopping by before you go to work. We appreciate it, man. Can't wait to see you back on YouTube, man. So doing some stuff. I know you're a busy man. You got work and school and all types of stuff going on. Get over here. Look, even Chase said, holy smokes, Fabian. Yeah, buddy, let's go. Yes, he Lou says he's going to see Spider-Man on Friday. Definitely go check it out. Funko PDX said he watched Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and it was really dumb. No, it was good. I mean, some of it wasn't necessary, and they did play up a lot of the humor where it could have been a lot more serious. But overall, it was a great movie. I think it was a great movie.
I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was as bad as a lot of people said.
They said Bella on LSD. Oh, Fabian said when those paychecks roll in, they're gonna start doing unboxings. Excellent. Can't wait to see those. All right, so we weren't supposed to be talking Spider-Man, but great, we talked Spider-Man.
I think the tricky thing with videos or movies now, I think it's we're so used to having like the cliffhangers of the series and the cliffhangers of the super popular movies that when we see a non-mainline character in a video or movie or whatever, we like, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? I kind of be like spoiled in a way.
Yeah. You're spoiled because you want the mainstream, the big name.
You know what I mean? Like that's or at least that's the way I see it. I see it. You know, we're so spoiled for. Yes, this is Venom, Spider-Man, the new Batman movie coming out. You know.
There he is, Mr. T. He heard us. His ears was ringing. What's going on, bro? He said Shang-Chi didn't feel like a Marvel movie to me. Well, that's kind of a good thing. I don't want every Marvel movie to feel like a Marvel movie. I want them to have their own little genres and side stories. It's like, again, I'm going to go back to Star Wars. It's like you got the main trilogy or the main story of Star Wars, which is about Luke and Leia and Han and their whole thing with the Empire, blah, blah, blah. But then you can have a Rogue One that doesn't connect to them, I mean, Han Solo, it was about Han Solo, but still a nice side story, a story we didn't need. But a lot of these other things like Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian, I mean, they're not movies, but having this stuff that doesn't always have to connect to the main thing, I like that. So that was one of the things I liked with Shang-Chi. It was like, it was on the level of, yeah, it's within the Marvel universe, but it was its own little thing. But yeah, a lot of it could have been done better. I'm not going to say, like I said, it wasn't the best movie in the world. The first half was definitely better, in my opinion, than the last half. But, I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. And usually, if I watch a movie and I'm not mad that I paid money to see it, then I'm satisfied.
The thing is, for me, with Shang-Chi, with Shang-Chi, is the fact that they made so much effort into making those CGI animals in the last bit of the movie.
Yeah.
But there was no emphasis on them at all. It's like, if you're going to spend so much money on that CGI, put them in a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, okay,
when I was seeing those things, I wanted to see those things fight the bad guy things, those little spirit things that was coming out the door and everything. That would have been so much smarter, but otherwise, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Look, TechBot already going at Funko PDX. It was good. He said CGI was, some of it was, but listen, in some of the better movies, there's certain CGI parts that's crap too. So, it definitely could have been better. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh my God, it was great. You guys are crazy. You have valid arguments, but I don't think it was a crap movie. It was a good. So, also today, if you guys didn't know, I believe the Jkl Pop redemption starts today for Big Boy. So I know none of us got it. At least none of us said we got it. So, but if you did get the token to get the physical Big Boy Pop, the redemption starts today. So don't forget to redeem your token for your Big Boy.
A lot of them will most probably end up coming on Spastic Collectibles. Or where were all those ones coming last time?
I think it was Spastic, wasn't it? Let me see.
Spastic had 192 of each of them.
192? No.
No, silly boy.
They had the Ninja Turtles ones. Here they go. Let's see if they're still there. I'm going to put it on for you guys so you can see it. They still got this one, $474. They got Bebop. They got Shredder for $299. Leonardo for $649. Freddy for $374. And Casey for $199. I think this is the best looking one. It's the cheapest.
Casey's my favorite. How much is it? $199.
Add to cart.
This is I'm not being negative or anything, but I can't imagine them selling those. To be honest,
that's crazy.
I can't imagine them selling it.
Yeah, and they only have these 5. They have one of each, so it's not like, okay, Funko just gave them to them. They most likely put a bunch of money into getting those packs, and they actually opened them, or they bought them on the second market. Because remember, once you open a pack, if you had a token, you could sell the token to somebody else. It's whoever ends up with the token in the end gets to turn it in. So they could have easily just paid for the tokens to get these, which is why they're different prices, because they probably ended up having to pay more to get tokens for these versus for this. So hey, it is what it is. Whatever. But yeah, the Big Boy ones are he says a dying brand. No, it's not. Ninja Turtle stuff sells so well, bro. You don't know. Oh man. He said to know the source material. Yes, for Shang-Chi, yeah. But they did change some of the source material too, so yeah. You said you hope the pops would look like that. Yeah, maybe.
I actually wonder. I wonder if I actually want to. Let me switch it quickly. I wonder if there's any unboxings of them on YouTube.
I can tell you right now, Chase, some of that Ninja Turtle stuff, you should buy it and put it on eBay if you have an eBay page or something, because I guarantee you can make some money off it. Because Ninja Turtle stuff sells. I mean, I'm not saying you'll make hundreds of thousands, but you'll most likely be able to sell it for more than you're going to buy it for. So, because Ninja Turtle stuff sells. They absolutely overloaded us the past couple years with Ninja Turtle stuff, though. But it's still a viable brand. It sells. Fett, what's up, Fett? Thank you for showing up, bro. We appreciate
How's
you.
it, Fett? Thanks for showing up, bro.
So next we talk that. Oh, okay. I didn't put crap for free to third world countries because it's
What's he saying now?
He said they're
They
giving
give you.
Ninja Turtle crap for free to third world countries because it sucks. No, Ninja Turtles is awesome. The sucky things that they did was the art series. Those I won't even say they suck. I just don't like them. So yeah, that's the misstep they took with Ninja Turtles, in my opinion. But hey, everybody has their own opinion. Like, listen, you're allowed to have your opinion. I ain't saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I disagree. So with that being said, I didn't write up a banner for it, but actually I could probably do one real quick while we're talking. We want to talk about 2020. What things did Funko do this year that you loved, or what was the good thing about 2020 in Funko? I'm not going to do a banner. Screw it. We're just going to talk about it.
Shall we maybe do the negative and then we end off on a positive?
Okay, yeah, we'll do the negative first. What did you hate that Funko did this year?
Hate is a really, really strong way to say disliked.
Dislike, right? Because I tried to stop using the word hate, and I still do it, but because it is a strong word. But the things that Funko did this year that you dislike, and if you hated it, hey, you hated it. But we're just going on this one.
I was trying to be positive before we head into the negative.
Yeah, before we get too bad. One of the things that I disliked about Funko, we actually talked about it on another live that we did. I think it was actually your live, the Pop the Chaos live we did a few weeks back. There are too many releases. They release way too many pops. And of course, I said 2021, didn't I? Oh, okay. You're being funny.
Talking about miscalculating your video in this video.
Yeah, you're being funny. Fine.
Nick doesn't miss a thing, man.
He sure does it, man. They released too many pops this year, and as I said on your live, from a business standpoint, I get it because the brand is growing, more people are into collecting, and you want to make sure there's stuff out there for everyone. Like you can't concentrate on just putting out this or this or this or layering them out months apart because you're gonna miss out on business. But for some of us that like all different types of brands and genres and all that stuff, when you put out so much stuff so fast, we can't keep up. So that's one of the things that
I agree with you 100%. I think they did flood the market. They did too much in a way. But I also feel that they could have been smarter about it, the way they were throwing everything out. They weren't very smart, releasing it at this time and that time, etc., etc.
Yeah, it was just too much. And that's one of the things that actually made me decide to cut out going for a lot of different pops and concentrate mostly on Star Wars. Like I said, I'm going to get certain things here and there. Like I still want to get my Office pops. I still want to get certain TV pops, my Harleys, and certain ones here and there. But instead of every set that comes out, it's like, oh my God, I want to get this and this and this. It's like, all right, stop. Think about if I really, really, really want it, or if I'm just excited because I'm seeing it. and then decide, okay, I'm gonna get it or not. But Star Wars, I'm trying to get every Star Wars pop. So that one of the things that had to slow me down, because 2020, man, I bought so many pops in 2020. Couldn't go out, sitting in front of a computer, going add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. It was crazy. So yeah, you can see how having too many releases would just drain your pockets.
One negative thing was for me is
yes, exactly.
One big negative thing for me is they make it very difficult, and I know I play on the whole European market a lot. They make it very difficult for us to get full stickers here.
Right.
And it's very hard for us to get a full con sticker and that sort of thing, which plays into my second negative for the year. They just couldn't do the con thing right this side, doing virtual cons. They either did it 3 months after the US thing, and if they could do it, they gave half of the stuff or a fraction of the stuff that they should have been giving.
Right.
You know, they would literally, I'm sure it's not news to anybody, when they were doing cons, they didn't have everything on the list for Ireland available. They just made whatever was available for the Funko Europe shop only, which would predominantly of the time would be 2 pops and like 50 sodas, which nobody really ever collected.
Right.
You know, which is a negative for me, and I kind of hope that they would fix it, but they didn't ever. They just ended up not doing the last con of the year, which was really, really, really frustrating.
Yeah, like Lou said, recycling cons.
Yeah,
it's like that was another thing that was kind of. I mean, the end of the year with the whole con stuff. I don't know why they did it, but considering all the issues they had during the year with shipping and having pops be available, I can kind of see what happened. They probably had those pops set to be for a con, and then they didn't show up in time. So the majority of them didn't show up in time, because some of them had the New York Comic Con sticker, and the rest of them ended up with the LA Con, Emerald City Con, whatever. But they had to make a decision. Okay, push those back. But as far as what you're talking about, with you guys getting con stickers and stuff like that, instead of everything being special edition, like
Also, that's biggest load of bullshit, to be honest, and it pisses me off. It's like, do they think that we love having one single sticker for every single genre of life? You know what I mean? Like, I like the special edition sticker, but it's fine. You actually technically put on almost every European Funko Pop.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing special. You know, it's
even the Funko exclusive ones are coming with special edition. It's like, well, you're getting it straight from Funko. Why can't you get a Funko sticker?
And that's exactly what Rian's talking about in his comments.
Yeah,
putting the wrong pops and the wrong stickers. He got a Funko exclusive sticker pop, and he came with a special edition sticker.
Yeah.
Right? And you won't believe the arguments that he got from Funko.
Yeah.
He's emailing back and forth, and he's gonna, obviously, he can correct me if I get this a little bit wrong. He's in a chat with a Funko Europe employee. Now, this isn't a second-hand commercial shop. It's Funko Europe employee.
Right.
And he's saying, look, this pop is meant to have a Funko Shop exclusive sticker.
Right.
So
why doesn't it?
And this guy is bold enough basically to say, no, it's not. And he's saying, all these other people have it. Look, here's the photos.
Yeah.
And he basically says to Rian, no, they all wrong. It's not meant to. He's got the actual,
like the emails and stuff. Yeah.
The chat. Yeah, I saw. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? You know. And eventually he said, but you know, your Funko site itself can't be wrong.
Right.
You know. Then the guy's like, send me the picture. I'm like, dude, who the hell are you? Should you actually even have a job there?
Yeah.
You know. And then eventually Rian gets another person on chat with him. I can't remember how it led to him getting. And this guy says, apologies, etc., etc. Watch out for a white envelope. It will have your stickers in. Tend to what working days.
Yeah, like just send me a freaking
like,
sticker and cut the BS. Like
the boldness of this guy actually saying everybody else was wrong and Funko Europe was right. It's like, who are you? Like, can we get your name so I can personally come fire you, even though I don't work for the company? Because you really do need to work. Don't need to work there.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know. I think it's just so bold and like brazen. Like, who are you? Like, do you even know what a Funko Pop is?
Yeah, like how I'm
You don't
ordering
even know
directly from Funko Europe, directly from the Funko company, and getting a special edition sticker. And I'm telling you, no, I should have a Funko exclusive sticker. And you're like, no, and we're right and you're wrong. Like
the thing is,
what?
like, you know, me trying to see the positive of this now, right? Either the top guys from Funko don't know that this is happening. You know what I mean? They don't know. But I'm sure that if I was the owner of a company and I knew this shit was happening, I'll be like, bro, listen, man, this is not right.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that comment that he said
Pop was fake,
because I sent him a picture of my Funko exclusive pop, and for Rion to send to them, and they're saying it's fake. It's like I sent them a picture just so you guys know. I don't know if you can see it in camera. This one, you can. The Darth Vader Funko exclusive, and they're like, it's fake. It's the Funko exclusive Darth Vader. Like you sold that pop.
But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't even know their own product. Like, and I think what happened is, I think they didn't even bother to do research. I think they just got on their high horse and said, "Well, you're wrong, bro."
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Instead of just mailing me a freaking sticker, that's gonna cost you what, $1 total? Like, come on. Oh man, Mr. Ugly said it was every time they did a con drop, it was different, and a lot of people missed out on a lot of great stuff because they didn't get picked for those stupid lotteries. Yes and no. I agree that the lotteries didn't go the way they should have gone, but the lottery itself was them at least trying to combat the bots, because one of the biggest complaints we had was the bots. So they were trying to do stuff to try to help combat the bots, which I think worked, but also kind of didn't. So yeah, I'm not happy with how a lot of the lotteries went. And listen, I didn't get into any. The only one I got into was the Box of Fun lottery. That's the only one I got. I didn't get any others for the year. So trust me, it's not because I was lucky and got into a bunch of them. I got into none except that one. So I'm not in favor of it. But at the same time, I give them credit for at least trying. So that wouldn't necessarily be a worse for me. It's just that it wasn't implemented and executed as well as it should have been.
You see, the thing is, I don't know if I can reach it here now. What one was it? Okay, I can't reach it now. Where's it here? Okay, I can't see it now. There was a sticker. It was meant to be like a GameStop exclusive, but then they sent another little silly sticker. I'm like, can you not, like, you know what I mean? Like, can people not just get on board on the same boat? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if it's meant to be like a GameStop exclusive, have the actual GameStop sticker there. Don't have this fun club shit. Like, bro, I'm not even part of your fun club. Like,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, well, the Funko Club was something that they did in conjunction with GameStop. I mean, it was a new sticker, and you had to be like a member and this, that. I don't even know what it was about, but
the thing is, I'm not even a member. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they technically then robbing the people that are members of the club by giving that sticker to anybody.
Yeah, I don't think they have the club anymore, but at the time, yeah.
Which makes it even worse because it's a newer pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Quick Draw said, yes, one sticker, the overseas shared thing. See, the issue with the shared sticker, well, not necessarily the issue, but the reasoning behind it, which I know a lot of us know, but for those of us that don't, the con sticker was the pops that only got sold at the convention it was associated with, and the shared sticker
on Funko virtual cons.
Yeah, but this was before they had the virtual cons.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, for latest.
Yeah, but the shared stickers were the stickers of the pops that would show up in the store that shared that pop. So a Hot Topic pop would have the shared Hot Topic sticker for the con. But the con exclusives were the pops that were only sold at the con. But since we had a whole year of some change without some cons, they started doing virtual. It's like, all right, well, we're just going to mail them out to you. And some people will get con stickers, some people will get shared stickers. It just created this this bit of randomness, which was good for people who couldn't get to go to the cons, because now you got a chance to get a con sticker on a pop and not have to pay the premium price for it. But it's just another sticker mess. They should have just dropped.
The thing is, the thing is, for me, how it should be run. This is how it should be run. I feel that there should always be a virtual con, right? Bear with me. A lot of people might not like this, but you should have a virtual con, and you should have the actual physical con, right? That's giving people 2 chances to actually get the full sticker, right? Yep. And the reason why I say this is because you know this yourself, and we have it in the chats and everything. That it says say you can get the full con sticker at this, but none of us can ever get to that con. Right. We're losing out. But there's a small chance if you have a virtual con that you can get it. You know what I mean? Which is happening in cons, which is fair enough. Right? But what's happening here is, and what's frustrating, and I mentioned it just a few moments ago, whereas where Funko Europe has the con, they only have the Funko part of it, as opposed to the whole list.
Right.
You know? So there it makes it virtually impossible for me to ever get a full sticker. Unless I pay secondary market, which is quadruple to triple to whatever the amount of price that it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think they just need to work on that system just a little bit better in regards to the full sticker and the shared sticker. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel that if Funko Europe's going to have a con, they should have like the full list, like the US have.
Yeah. That's another thing, you know, where
in fairness, you know what I mean? And then it gives chances. Like me, I'm not interested in full stickers. Like if I get one, I'll be flipping over the moon. I will. But I mean, I'm not going to like hunt for it. But there's people out there that actually would want it.
Yeah.
But now they have to go secondary market for it, and it's going to be virtually impossible.
Yeah. But one of the things that I've noticed over the years is that if you go to any of the con pops for the past however many years and look at the prices of what they were going for when they first dropped and look at the prices of what they're going for now, a lot of those con pops, even with exclusive stickers, have dropped. So some of them, they tend to go up and stay up there. So if they're, a lot of times you're taking your chances, but the majority of them drop. So don't go after them right away if you can't get it. Give it some time, wait for the prices to even out and start to drop once the demand goes away. And, you know, I mean, of course, you shouldn't have to do that, which is the point. I'm just kind of throwing a silver lining on it. Nick says that he agrees with you because he ordered the Corrupt Venom and got the Fanatic sticker on it instead of the GameStop sticker.
Yeah, and then the thing is, if you have a look, I think Gray on further, you can get it off the shelf.
Yeah, that's where I got my. I think I had 2 GameStop Funko Shop exclusive pops. I have the Mandalorian one, not Mandalorian the show, but a Mandalorian pop, and what was the other one? Ooh, Zombie Venom. Yeah, Zombie Venom. And I picked them up right off the shelf. So off of that, because we hated that. But something, let me go back to the comment because we're going to talk about that too. There it is. The art series. Mr. TechBot brought it up, and I agree. Not to the extent that he does, though. I don't hate it that much, but it's become the new Chrome. It's become the
I think
new
we've
thing.
mentioned it. Yes, I'm going to make that famous. It's become the new Chrome.
Yeah,
listen, the thing is, well, I'll let you talk because it was one of your key points. Sorry.
No, you're good. But I just want to say,
Carol. No, say what you need to say.
It started off well because the first sets of the Hydro Dip quote unquote art series they were done really well. A lot of them, the designs made sense. When you got the pop, it looked good. It's only I would say like middle of the year, where I don't know, the quality just dipped in my opinion, and a lot of the colors versus the designs just didn't make sense. And case in point, this damn Ninja Turtle. Let me pull it out again. You guys have seen it. I picked one up, like I said, mainly because I know somebody will want to trade for it eventually. But like, why put pictures of Michelangelo all over Michelangelo? And you can't really see it in this camera, but the faces are all smeared all over him. It just looks not a fan. Not a fan.
The thing
is,
this is where, like, I was thinking about this the other day about this in regards to like the Ninja Turtles. But before I get to that point, I think is what they got the artist. If they kept the artist series as if it was a premium product, for example, like you bring out maybe one every second con or every con, right, or whatever. You know what I mean? Make it a premium. Like, oh God, I can't wait to see what today is. But if you're going to bring it out all willy nilly, you're going to run out of ideas. You're not going to want to. You're not going to know what to put on it.
Well,
do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to know what can I put on it. You know, you're going to overthink it. Oh, but we must get it out.
Right. And
you know what I'm saying?
The thing with art series, like Nick said, the first set was Star Wars ones done by Futura. Like the Futura art series was actually the artist Futura who did those designs for those pops. And Funko was like, oh, these were really popular. Let's do more art series stuff. But the art series they started doing was basically a hydro dip. It wasn't the same as what the Futura pops were.
But it wasn't bad.
Right. So at first, it's like, okay, they did these Futura art series, which are awesome. And then they started doing other art series pops, which came out looking good, like the street art ones that they did for Marvel with the backgrounds, and they did Spider-Man and Captain America and all those with the graffiti. Those were awesome. I love those designs. But then they just went to this art series hydro dip, which all the others were basically hydro dip too, but they just were better. But now they have this thing where the designs are just, it's like, oh, everybody loves these art series. Let's just do more of them. But yeah, they're not good.
See,
they're just not good.
You see, this is the thing. Like, you can kind of look at it from this point of view. A hamburger is good.
Right.
But a hamburger from the next shop is also good, but it's not as good as the first one. Right?
Right.
Then you trickle down and it's like eventually the burgers are good, but they're not as good as the time before.
Right.
Then what you do is you decide to take the burger patty, cut it up into pieces, and put it on a hot dog roll.
Right.
It's still a burger patty on a roll, but it's not the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
It's an artist series. It's a hydro dip. Sure, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? I think if they had to choose and only use that for certain Funko Pops, it would have worked.
Yeah,
like it worked with the graffiti. It doesn't work with Ninja Turtles.
Right.
How awkward would it have been if Michelangelo had his head on his bollocks region?
Crotch.
You know what I mean?
Well,
right?
It's the thing with the
double
Ninja
head
Turtle
action.
ones,
You know what I mean? It's just
it's not even that the art series wouldn't work. It's this design didn't work. They definitely should.
Yes, because it's not a design that would work with it. You know what I mean? Like,
And Nick said he'll have to agree to disagree. He said the Marvel artist pops when they first came out with Miles Morales Spider-Man looked like a turd. And God forbid what they did to Stan Lee. The Stan Lee one wasn't necessary. I think they just kind of did it as a bonus. But the first ones, Luke Cage, Cap, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, I'm missing somebody, Daredevil. Like, I like those because they were all New York heroes and the graffiti to go with the New York. And at first I thought it was just Miles Morales because he did graffiti, but then they did the other ones of graffiti and they're all from New York and they all had the name of the city they were from in New York, or the neighborhood. Jeez, lost my thought there. And I like those. Now, yeah, they weren't for everybody. Like, a lot of people didn't like them at the time, but I didn't think they were bad. So,
you see, the thing is, like, look here, this is going to happen, right? If it does happen, good kudos to me for thinking of it and actually doing it then, I suppose. Well, not kudos for me. I'll be regretting that I actually said it then.
Right.
Star Wars Hydra dipped. Right? Listen to this. Lightsaber users. Right? And they have the lightsabers
I know where you're going with this.
printed. And can you imagine this lightsaber being printed in the wrong area? It'll be laughing stock of like
yeah, you gotta make sure the designs aren't gonna be stretched out or end up in places where they're just not.
Can you imagine a Darth Vader, Hydra Funko Pop, and he's got his red saber just shooting out from a certain area?
Yeah. DPJ said he loves when Vince gets fired up. He keeps saying, "You know what I mean?"
Yeah, because I need reassurance that you guys know what I mean.
We all do that when we get fired up. Some of us, we get into that. We have a certain phrase or a certain thing to, So
actually, to be honest, I didn't even realize I was saying it.
You did it, yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, the Stormtrooper.
But now it's gonna live with me forever now. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, the art series Boba Fett's that they did, not the Futura ones, just the art series ones. Yeah, they had a red one and a black one. The red one
with the thing on its
logo, and then the black one had the red logo. Those were art series.
They did those with the 10 inches as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Those are art series too, but they're not hydro dip though. They're just like all one color, and then they put the logo on one side. So yeah.
But to be honest, I just think they went too crazy with it, and it could have been a good thing, but they ruined it.
Yeah, and what PDX said, he's looking at Miles right now. Like, yeah, the Miles I got is awesome. It's up there. I can't reach it right now, but the thing that, like, when you look at the picture they showed, he blends into the background because the art on the pop matches the art on the wall. So it looks like he blends in, which part of his power set is he can become invisible. So I thought, that's
one of his suits, yeah.
So no, Miles Morales himself, he has the power to turn invisible. Like, that's his power, a part of his spider powers. He has like a camouflage. But when I got the pop, the design doesn't match up with the background because it's hydro dip, so the design is different. But it's not lazy. It's not stretched out and all weird looking. It looks like graffiti. It just doesn't match up with the wall, which I didn't mind. I'm like, okay, it's like a hydro dip, so it's going to be different on every pop. I actually thought that was more unique because now everyone has a unique pop. Like, it's going to be very rare that every design is exactly in the same spot. But again, like you said, like Funko PDX said, lately it looks like they're rushed. They just dip them, let's go, dip them, let's go, dip them, let's go. It's like, and the designs just don't make sense. They're sucky. Anyway, we gotta move on. We're not gonna talk about art series the rest of it.
Yeah, we can't stick on the negative all the time.
They definitely suck. One more negative I'd like to bring up really quick. Yeah. It's not necessarily Funko's. Well, one of them is Funko's fault, but the other part of it isn't. It's the pre-orders. Like, the pre-orders, it's like, all right, we were all stuck in the house for a long time, and basically the main way to get pops was to order them. And Funko realized that, and they're like, you know what? We're going to put these pops out there, let these companies put them for pre-order, and they get guaranteed sales. You're almost guaranteed to get it because you might not find it in store. Everybody wins. The only problem with that is 2020 into 2021, it has been a shipping nightmare for certain companies. And I still don't know what the situation is right now. Like, all the ports in the U.S. and the main port in Cali, where most of our goods are imported from overseas, they're still having issues getting product into the country. So it's just become a nightmare. Most of us pre-order stuff. Some pre-orders literally a year ago and haven't gotten stuff yet. So that really sucks. So I'm just kind of like, half of it is Funko's fault because they kept putting out pre-order after pre-order after pre-order, but the shipping part of it isn't really their fault. So I'll give them a pass on that. But stop putting out pre-orders, damn it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, they made the mistake with Harry Potter and the broomstick. I forgot about that pop. I
actually showed that to I actually showed it to a colleague, right? And this colleague doesn't collect Funko Pops, and the colleague only knows Funko Pops through me, right? And I showed this colleague that pop, and they're like, "What is Harry holding?
Yeah, right.
What have they done to Harry?"
That's the first thing.
It was brilliant though. Like, it's like I hadn't even said anything. I just showed the picture, and that's like someone else from an outside view saw it immediately. You know what I mean?
So it's like, it's one of those things where, like, when a company puts out a ad or a commercial, and when you watch it, you're like, I don't believe they did that. But then they end up recalling the commercial, either not realizing how offensive it was or the mistake they made or whatever it is. And you're just kind of like, how did they miss that? Like, who at Funko was looking at this pop and didn't go, it looks like he's grabbing his junk. Maybe we shouldn't put this out like this. Let's redesign it and make it look different. Like, they're like, nope, it's fine. Like, really? Oh, come on, guys. Come on.
Going to Nick's thing just reminded me of another positive negative, a possible negative, and you might agree.
What's the last one?
His last one.
Okay. That's
the fact
another
that people don't know the concept of what a pre-order is. If it's pre-ordered, it's guaranteed to me. That's the definition of a pre-order. And unfortunately, you were one of the people that actually fell victim to this. You pre-ordered it. Yeah. And you didn't get the pop. You actually got some Mickey Mouse T-shirt or some shit like that.
Yeah. They sent me a T-shirt, and I sent it back to them, going, "Yeah, this is what I ordered," and I still didn't get the pop. It was canceled. They canceled my pop.
and then, what makes it even worse was the fact that they canceled your pre-order, which is a pre-order.
Yeah.
It was on the shelf, or it was on for sale afterwards.
Yeah, they canceled the pre-order, then put the pops back on sale. They actually canceled my whole pre-order for all the retro series Star Wars pops that I had on pre-order, except Darth Vader, because that one went sold out first. But I had the other three on pre-order. They sent me what was supposed to be Luke Skywalker, which was actually a T-shirt. I sent that back like, no, that's not what I ordered. And then they canceled the orders, all three of them, because once I sent them back saying, yeah, that's not what I ordered, they got to reinstate my order because I have an order. And they canceled all three of them, and then they were up for sale like the next day or something like that. Like, really, guys? Is this what we're doing? And the thing is, they sent me the email to approve that I still wanted the pre-order, because that's what they do. They'll send you the email to say, hey, there's going to be a delay or whatever. Do you still want this item? Like Amazon does it, Target does it. I don't know if Walmart does it. I haven't ordered anything pre-order from them in a long time. But, you approve it. Yeah, I still want it. And then they sent me, after I approved it, the next day, the cancellation. So you sent me an email for me to approve it, that I still want it. I approved that I still want it. And then you sent me, oh, well, we had to cancel your pre-order, blah, blah, blah. And then the pops were on sale the next day, and I wasn't able to get them. Like, come on, guys.
It's like, what are you actually on? And I wasn't even involved, like, obviously, and I could feel the frustration out of it. You know what I mean?
And Funko PDX had his canceled too, because he sent the screenshot to the group. Well, not a screenshot, but a request to the group early this morning, asking if anybody can get it, if he's willing to trade, or if they can grab one for him. So I got my eyes out for you. I can't guarantee anything, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's like, come on, that's just that's enough. I forgot all about that. You guys brought that up. Yeah, that sucked.
So now we'll move over to some positives. I think we need that.
Yes, we're going to move off the negative things that Funko did to piss us off this year, or things that we dislike that they did this year. We could go on and on and on and on, but some of the things. We're going to go into what we liked this year that Funko did. Some of the things that we happy that they did, or whether it's a line that they came out with, or
things that they've done
that you're like, okay, I like that. Of course, we know it's not that many. But
that's like the most positive person on the planet saying.
Well, listen, I'm going to be real with you guys. I've given Funko credit throughout the year when they've done things that I'm like, okay, I'll give them credit for either trying, even if it failed, or for doing a certain product, because they've done some cool things this year that I've given them credit for, but it's been mostly negative. For me, before I even get into it, I'm going to say, go back to Nick's earlier comment. He said the best of 2021 will be the What If Marvel Zombies. That it's a pretty good line. Some good pops in that one. And there's most likely more to come, because What If is doing Marvel Zombies. I don't know when that show's coming out, but yeah.
I hope I would say they bring out some more sodas, because Kevin Shaw gave me this guy.
Oh, that's a pretty good one too. The Cap Zombie soda. That's a pretty cool one.
That's really cool.
So for me, personally, although it's become kind of a pain to get them all, and I'm not even trying to get them all. It's just one that I really, really want because of the character, and that's the Blacklight Pops. They didn't come out this year. I know they dropped last year with the Avengers ones first, but I like that this year, although black lights are very popular and people love them, and so far most of the black lights, if not all of them, I liked, regardless of what property it was. I liked the design on them. They haven't oversaturated the market with them yet. And that's probably because the process of making the black lights takes longer and has to be more delicate than just a regular pop. From what I think, I don't know, people who are artists or work with black light type paints or whatever could correct me if I'm wrong, but I still want that Hulk one. It ended up being a Funko exclusive. I didn't get it. I'll try to grab one before it gets too high, but so far the black lights that I have, I'm pretty satisfied with. I actually got the Magneto one now. He's up here. Can you see him?
Well, that's cool.
No, can't see him. He's up there.
It's just out of shot.
Yeah, that one I got. Magneto, another one of the characters that I like. So really, if I get the Hulk blacklight right now, I'd be satisfied with my blacklight collection. I would like to get my hands on all of them because, I mean, they're blacklights and they're pretty cool, but it's not a necessity for me. So anybody else going for all the black lights, it's like, okay, there aren't too many to be like, oh my God, I'm trying to get them all. I can't get them all. But they're also kind of cool and in demand. So, show us the Panther. I can't because it's in a box, because it wasn't for me. It was for new and old. So it's in a box sitting by my staircase. It's getting mailed tomorrow. He said, that's not yours. Yes, that Blacklight Magneto is mine because Jay is here and he is keeping this one because he won a box battle that we did. You have to go back and watch the video on my page. But he's keeping his Chase Joker. He gave Jay gave Kay the Cheshire Cat and gave me Magneto, which I figured was what was going to happen. So, only good thing, I guess, is Funko sending my mom a free box of Fun Freddy Mystery Box. That's the only good thing? Come
on. I suppose one of my first good things is the fact that anime pops were really good this year. I feel that they came out with a whole lot of solid, good anime pops. A lot of One Piece pops. One of my favorite One Piece pops. Actually, my favorite One Piece pop.
Yes, that was dope.
The shelf, on my top shelf here, that's all One Piece pops.
Yeah,
and I would say about like 80%, wouldn't say 80%, maybe 60% of this pops all came out this year, which is amazing. So there's a lot of good anime pops. Fire Force pops came out.
Yep.
The Jiraiya Funko Pop.
Yep.
I mean, just anime for anime fan. This year was very good.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that this year was so good. I'm hoping 2022 is going to be just as good. Some of the rumored pops that we know is coming out, I'm just hoping for it. Wrestling for this year wasn't too good, but was decent enough.
TechBot says he's not done with the negative side yet. He said we're gonna find cricket positive things from Funko. No, they're good. Like Rion said, the Black Light series nice. He got his Ghost Rider. Of course, somebody else had a different opinion of the Ghost Rider. Let's see if I can find it again.
Yeah, it was TechBot.
TechBot. Yeah, the butt ugly Ghost Rider. I liked it. I didn't go for it. I didn't care for it, and I know people went crazy over it. I was like, it looks good to me.
To be honest, I don't think there's an ugly Blacklight pop.
Yeah, I think all of them like the.
I'm not a big Marvel fan. I'm not a big fan of like Marvel molds because they use the older molds for the Blacklight Marvel pops. I think they're all good. I think the paint does it justice. Honestly.
Yeah, as long as they use the proper colors for the character, I think they look good.
I think Blacklight is kind of giving an older pop a little bit of rebirth or something, you know?
Yeah. And like you said, I don't mind them using older molds and blacklighting them out because, you know, we all know they recycle molds, and some of the recycled molds, it's like, okay, it's just a different paint job. We're over it. But blacklight, it's just that extra pop. No pun intended. Or maybe it was. That gives it like new life. So I like the black light they did.
Yeah.
So,
and
looking forward to the Popsies. I can't wait to see those Popsies.
I want to see the
and the mystery thingies. Are those the Popsies or is that something different I'm thinking of? I don't know.
No, that is Popsies. The little mystery message thing is called a Popsy.
Yeah, okay. He said they can stop with the black light now. I have the Black Panther. Oh, they're not going to stop. I actually picked up a Black Panther pop and tee from the Target. I was over there a couple days ago, but I bought it for new and old because I would like to get one, but I wasn't really looking for it. And I know he wanted one. I went to the Target. They had one. And I was like, hey, if you want it, it's yours. And of course he wanted it. So it's going to be his in a couple days. But maybe tomorrow or Friday, I will be in a Target again. So if I find more, I'll pick up one or two. I mean, they're going for good money right now. I could flip them easily, but I'm not trying to be a flipper. So we'll see. You said you should open your box. I'm going to open my box, but I'm not doing it now. I'm going to do a video out of it. Me and Kay are going to open it.
Open your box, man.
He said, ask the Barbarian about the anime pops. The anime was fire. Oh, yeah, it was, but not according to Barbarian.
You see, the thing is, Barbarian, right? I don't want to give too much because you haven't watched his video, right? Like, the thing he got is awesome trade bait. In my opinion, like he could get something solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing with Barbarian with anime, like I can understand you don't like something, and it's not part of your, and especially with mystery boxes, because you know there's a lot of anime out there, and there's a lot of people who don't collect it, so they get it and they're like, I don't care about this. But listen, anime pops are very popular, and Barbarian probably has some really good anime pops that he's sitting on and doesn't realize.
He doesn't even know. That's what I'm worried about. You know that, like an anime pop that you can't freaking find anywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think I'm gonna have a nightmare. He's got like a One Piece exclusive from 1964, and he's sitting on it. And
Nick, I understand. Yeah, like. The Carnage, I don't know if it's the best looking Blacklight, but it definitely became one of the most popular ones.
Dude, when that Carnage came out, it flippin' changed the demo. Just like, look at it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Like, when it came out, I was like, people were like, what? Look, how did they make a red character look so damn cool in pink?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And I'm happy to have that one because I didn't go for it, but I got it in a trade. Me and Pop and Duo did a trade.
They really want you to open that box there, bro.
And thing is, like at the time, it wasn't worth what it's worth now. It was worth maybe $40. And
yeah, when you first opened it, yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that it shot up to 300, I think. I mean, it's dropping now, but TechBot said the paint around the head of the Ghost Rider was bad. Well, honestly, I haven't seen one in person. I've only seen pictures of them, so I really don't have an opinion on what it is. But from what I saw, I think it looks pretty good. So, Chase said only 2. He doesn't have the Carnage and the Rider. So Chase, you have to chase what you call it? You have to chase Galactus. Do you have that one? Because I got Galactus and Chase Galactus. I'm just flexing a little bit, just a little bit.
I think he said something about he ordered some more from another shop or something. I think he's hoping to get the Chase. I think, isn't it? I think he's just trying to be positive.
Yeah, the Carnage Blacklight is definitely dope. Yeah, I saw people getting scammed too. It's like that old giveaway back in the day where the radio stations was giving out a free Toyota, and the lady won, and they gave her a toy of Yoda.
Toyota. Yeah. Something just flicked into my head.
So yeah, eBay's been getting scammed. Scammers been getting people.
So, something just flicked in my head. I've got to mention it quickly, if you don't mind. It's got to do with Yoda. I was watching a TikTok, and this TikToker, I can't remember what it is. If I see it again, I'm going to save the video to send to you. And this person referred to Yoda as Yoday.
Oh my goodness! No,
I almost flipped my lid. Like Jkl Awesome Samantha. Like I was like, "Oh, you like." Oh.
Like, were they doing that to trigger?
Like,
were they doing it to trigger people, or did they really think that's what it was?
Listen, man, I should have looked at the descriptions. Normally, they put in the description of TikToks. This is not a real enactment. This is just made to trigger people. You know, they actually put it in. You know, but it upset me so much. I exited the app. I put my phone down. I had to start pacing up and down. It irritated me so much. Yoday. I was like. Oh, I got so irritated. Like, I'm not even a Star Wars fan that bad, and it irritated me.
Yeah,
I was like,
right. Like Nick said, it still triggers him when people say Baby Yoda instead of Grogu. Listen, I still say Baby Yoda sometimes because
that's kind of forgivable. Like if it's Jkl saying Baby Yoda, I want to smack him because he knows better. Because he's like a Star Wars encyclopedia, but like if it's a random person, then it's like, okay, cool, I can forgive you.
But see, the reason why I still say Baby Yoda sometimes is because I know a lot of people don't know the name of the character. They were introduced to it as Baby Yoda.
That's you being smart as a Star Wars advisor.
Yeah, so it's like sometimes, because even when I say Grogu, I'll be like Grogu, Baby Yoda. Like I'll still say Baby Yoda after, so people understand who I'm talking about. So it's like, yeah, I know it's not Baby Yoda.
But I do get what Nick's saying though. Like when people say Baby Yoda when his name has been established, yeah, I do get what he's saying.
Yeah.
But Yoda, can you imagine Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
All right, so since
from South America,
since you guys have been asking for it, I'm gonna open this box.
They're aching for it. Put yourself on the big screen when you open it, bro.
This is from this is a box I got from the crazy Scottish pop collector, aka Kevin Shaw. Let me turn it so the addresses aren't all in the screen. This was an AOK.
He didn't tape it enough.
I know, right? It did come damaged. I don't know if you guys can see. It's crushed on the side, and I'm sure he didn't send it like that. So yeah.
It's got a Tesco box.
We're gonna open it because he asked. He said to open it. I was gonna do a video on it, but I guess this will be the video. Chase is waiting to see if he gets his box. Yeah, Chase said pop he the box, and we're gonna see if he gets it or if it's gonna get sent back to Chase. All right, we got.
Listen, I hope not, because I'm looking forward to that damn box, Chase. So don't be so negative.
It's packaged well. It's a good thing he put all these protectors in it because it definitely got crushed. Okay, we got a box.
Yeah, you need to open it.
Okay, I'll just making sure there's nothing else in there. That's a good packing job. Look at that. Because, yeah, you see how that box got crunched. All right, guys, let's see. I'm so excited. I love it. Okay. And he put protection in here, too. Okay, you guys are going to get to see it before I see it. Oh, and it's bubble wrap inside. Oh, my goodness.
I know what it is, though.
All right.
Don't get too excited now, okay?
I'm excited, but...
Don't get too excited now.
Oh, my God. I just... Dude, are you kidding me? I literally just said I wanted this. Like, are you kidding me? You guys, this was not planned at all. I've been holding on to this box for like a week because I wanted to do a video opening it because I have other boxes to open from people. I just said the only other blacklight I really care to get is the Hulk one, and it's in the box. Are you? That was a magic trick. For days. That was some type of magic trick that you guys just did. I don't know how you did it, but holy crap!
Yeah, I was like, because you mentioned it last week. Here's the box from Kevin Shaw, and it was bothering me so much. And I saw Rian obviously over Christmas, and I was like, so what did Kevin send him? Tell me.
Dude, you don't know. Oh, dude. Thank you so much. Are you kidding?
You're like the YouTuber with the most blacklights.
Oh, I don't have the most blacklights by any means, but
which ones don't you have? The Ghost Rider. That's it, isn't it?
I don't have Ghost Rider. I don't have Batman and Joker. There's somebody else I'm missing. You got to name them all, but
do you have a Deadpool?
No, I don't have Deadpool. The ones I have Iron Man, Carnage, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Captain America, Magneto, the Galactus Chase, and the Hulk. Oh, and Harley. Gotta get Harley.
Listen, guys, if you don't know what to get him for his birthday, 3 months' time is his birthday. You heard all the blacklight pops he doesn't have.
Yo, God, hold up.
Gotta protect this bitch.
Protector right there. Oh man. Listen, Kevin, are you kidding me? I'm so happy. Like, dude. Oh, Gambit. No, I don't have Gambit. I don't have Ant-Man. I don't have Thanos. All those.
You actually don't have a lot of them, bro. Listen, man. You call yourself a blacklight collector.
I'm not a blacklight collector. I never called myself a blacklight collector. That's the whole point. It's just certain ones I got because I wanted, but I'm definitely not trying to get them all. I mean, if I happen to, cool, but I'm not actively going for them. I don't have the Stranger Things ones, but
I want that Stranger Thing one so badly. Dude. The monster, because I'm collecting the monsters now, and then sold out this side. Bastards. Sold out so quickly.
Dude. Mr. Christmas, thank you for showing up. He said, now I have to dye the chin Hulk green. I do have to re-dye it, re-bleach it and dye it. So,
do it green, bro. Do it green.
I might go green. I might go green for the new year.
I don't know. Save it for next year's St. Paddy's stream that we're gonna do.
Oh, save it for March? Yeah. Maybe. Oh, dude. I don't know. How'd you guys do that? Like, literally talking about one of the things I loved about last year with the blacklight line, saying the Hulk is the only one that I really, really want. I mean, if I get the rest, I'll be happy. But
I think when you said, you'll be happy when you get the Hulk, they almost died inside. Like, oh, he's going to open it now.
Wow. I'm not really interested in the Stranger Things. I'm not really interested in the Stranger Things blacklight. Like, I'll get them if I can, but it's not like, oh my God, gotta have them. So just like the other blacklight pops.
That's all the other blacklights too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like if I get the blacklights, I'll be happy with them, but I'm not actively going after them. Holy crap.
That's really cool.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you got a gift. TechBot has something that I sent them. He said, I saw the address, let the glitter bombs come in. Oh, man. He said all that bubble wrapping when he saw the box, I sure did almost drop it. That would have sucked. All that bubble wrap, all the protection, and then I get the pop and drop it.
You drop it out of the...
Oh, PDX said rigged. Listen, if we could have planned that any better, I don't know how. That was just, like I said, they did a magic trick. It's one of those things where they put somebody put something in the box and then you start talking about it and then it's like, oh, open the box. Like, seriously? Oh, it's been sitting here for like a week. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was so good. So good. Damn, guys. Thank you. I'm so happy. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. So what was another thing Funko did this year that you guys liked?
The thing that I liked about Funko this year is they started doing drops simultaneously between Funko Europe and Funko US.
Yes, that was a good thing because you guys over there always get things after us or sometimes months later. So, yeah, that was good. Nick said you don't have to worry about glitter bombs from him. Those are so 2010. He's more into fart spray bombs. Oh man, that's guys, I can't keep talking. I'm sorry. I'm freaking dude. See, this is one of those things where if I had done a video, like I could have ended the video and just like been in shock for another 20-30 minutes, but I'm live and it still hasn't worn off. I'm like, are you kidding me with that?
You're gonna stay happy for the rest of the life.
Yeah, like permanent smile. Have I stopped smiling since I opened that box? I don't think so. My mouth hurts. Oh man. Oh, I want to open up more boxes now. Like I got. Oh man. He said I got the sweetest girl scream when surprised.
You just say he's got the sweetest girl scream.
Oh, I could tell you right
Dude.
now. It definitely doesn't offend me. If I was real high on my masculinity, like I'm a man, that's offensive. But yeah, I have a girl scream. Great. I'm happy. Oh man. Like Kay is sitting over here on the staircase, and when I opened it, her head popped up like, what's going on over there? Oh, that was so good. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So yeah, Funko Europe getting drops the same time as Funko US. That's a good thing. It doesn't always happen, but it's a step in the right direction for you guys on that side. He said, I have a girl scream also. Funko PDX. TechBot said he's sending me watermelon and mustard. Listen, I'll eat it. So don't think it won't get eaten. We gotta talk Boba Fett. Guys, I haven't done what was I saying? No, if you haven't seen Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett, the first episode, it came out today. He says, still open my Christmas box next year. It'll be lost footage. No, I told you Kay is here and we're gonna open them together. Like I was gonna open them when I got them, but since I knew the kids were coming, and I'm like, all right, we can open them together. So I have a box from New and Old Funko Unboxings and Chase's Kingdom. And I had the one from Kevin, but I just opened it. And we were going to open them on one video. But we're going to, since I opened that Hulk, Kay and I are going to open, because I got New and Old Funko Unboxings mystery box, which I'm going to do a separate video for. And then I got a box from Chase and New and Old as gifts. So I'm going to open those. And also was getting one from Popped Heat, but I don't know when it's going to get here. So if it gets here
every
tomorrow
other time,
or Friday,
like 2 seconds.
Yeah, right. It like 2 to 3 days it would have been here. Now all of a sudden it's taking forever. But if I get it tomorrow before we film, then it'll be part of that video. If not, I get it later. If the kids are here, we'll do a video together. If they're gone, then I'll do it separate. But yeah. Oh man, that was just so good though. Guys. Anyway, Book of Boba Fett, guys.
So if you get mine, you should so do it for Saturday.
What do you mean Saturday? What are we doing Saturday?
Remember what's in the parcel besides the other thing? Poison ivy thing.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yes. I have to do that. But spoiler alert for the Book of Boba Fett. Yeah. If it comes before that, then I can do it and edit it and have it ready for Saturday. If not, then I'll have it edited and ready for next Saturday. Either way, Book of Boba Fett. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I don't mind if you jump out. Well, we don't mind if you jump out. Like I'm being all conceited now.
We'll blame it on the Hulk shock, okay?
I know, right? Oh, so good. If you haven't watched it yet, we don't mind if you jump out the stream. We appreciate you coming to hang out with us, but we're gonna spoil some stuff and talk about Book of Boba Fett.
We're gonna spoil some stuff and learn some stuff.
Yes, we are definitely gonna spoil some stuff. Oh, one thing before we get into it, I have one dad joke for you. You ready?
It'll be a good one.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one. What do you call your girlfriend when she snoops through your cell phone? You don't know? A peekaboo.
That's good. I like that. Peekaboo. Okay. That's good. That's a very good one.
Done. That's my dad joke for the day. Because we haven't done dad jokes in a while and we always forget. And then
I actually got one.
At least one. So said Poison Ivy soda got lost in the mail and Hot Topic can only be only refund my money. They couldn't replace it. That sucks. So somebody's got some sodas, probably not even a collector. They don't know what they are. All right. So you got dad joke or no? No.
I can't remember. I'm just probably minutes.
Okay, no worries.
I'll for next week.
All right, yeah. Next week we got to come with like 5 each. we haven't been doing them. We gotta make up. Yeah, Nick Chase said, "Ouch." Yeah, that sucks. We'll see if I get some and I'm able to shoot you over 1 or 2 or something. We'll see. I always try to look out for people, as a lot of people will tell you. Although on the Pop the Chaos streams, these guys call me a villain, especially Barbarian. I really do try to look out for people when I can and if I can. So we'll see if I can hook you up. If I get my hands on some, we'll see. But Boba Fett, guys. So we're gonna start off like I always do. What'd you think of the episode?
It was awesome, man. It was really cool. If there was one negative I could say about it, why was the first episode so short? Aren't the first episodes normally like 3 days long or something?
3 days long? Well, some of the shows, not all of them, but some of them, they do a longer first episode, kind of like to catch you up or get you hype, and then the rest of them are shorter. But I don't mind that it was kind of short. I definitely did expect more, but I
did expect more, to be honest. I did, but I enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah, it was. And I've heard some people say they didn't like it, and I've heard some people saying, it could have been better. There's only one part. Let me think again before I say it, and then have to backtrack. No, there's really only one part that I expected more from, and we'll probably get more of it later. All right, Tech, no worries. I know you're gonna do your live and probably talk about me like a dog. Nah, I'm just saying. We got to set up another eating adventure. So we'll talk. But thank you for showing up. We always appreciate.
Cheers, Mr. Spock. Happy New Year. If I don't see you in a
yes, a happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. I forgot we might not see
if we don't see you
to each other for another couple of days. So everybody, if I'm not in touch with any of you before New Year, Happy New Year. So Boba Fett, yeah, the one thing that I was hoping to see more from, and maybe we'll get more of it later in the season, was him escaping from the Sarlacc pit, because that was a big deal. Like from Return of the Jedi.
The Sarlacc pit, is that the mouth in the ground? That's the opening sequence. Is what you're talking about? Okay.
Yes. So the Sarlacc pit, like I won't say it's inescapable, but it's not really like anyone has ever escaped from it that we know of. So the fact that he got out, even in the comics, they explained how he got out. I knew they were going to change it for the show, but it's like, how'd you get out was a big question for a lot of fans. And I won't say they glossed over it, but it was literally like a minute and a half of he got some oxygen from one of the stormtroopers, which why were there stormtroopers in there? I mean, not saying that there couldn't have been, but in the immediate battle that just happened, there were no stormtroopers there. So that was just kind of weird. But he took the oxygen from them to go to his flamethrower. He kind of burnt through the side of it and punched his way out. Like, have you ever tried to get out of sand? Have you ever been buried in sand at the beach or something?
You can't. At the beach, and you bury your feet. It's impossible.
Yeah.
The thing is, I agree with you. I was like, what the hell? To be honest.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for me, I kind of knew that, like, I didn't want to focus too much on it, because I knew if I had to focus on that, I'll kind of see like a whole lot of other things that would be bothersome, if you know what I mean. So I didn't want to. So I kind of did like, okay, we'll let that pass, man, because we've been waiting so long.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of, when he hit his hand out of the sand, I'm like, oh man. No.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, I mean, again, I'm not down on it, but I expected more, and the way they did it wasn't like I said, punching through the sand. It was like, come on, you can't just punch through sand like that. Like, that's
the thing is,
that's more impossible than getting out of the sand. I
feel if it was done more in a montage, if you know what I mean, it would have been less. But the fact that it was like an opening scene, you know what I mean. Yeah. Kind of did it worse off, Yeah,
because it was cool leading up to it, because it showed. Hold on, before we get into it, Quick Draw said his expectation was high only because he read Tales from Jabba's Palace and the Sarlacc escape was better. Right, in the comic, it was much better. So,
but now this comic that he's talking about that comic that he's talking about, is that now the comic? Is the story going to come from there, or is it just they're going to use pieces of it?
No, the comic. They might pull some stuff from that comic, but that's the comics that was out before Disney bought Star Wars. Okay.
So they just kind of used that scene.
Yeah, but it's not the same scene from the comic, though.
No, but I mean, they used the idea, like the.
Yeah, well, that's something that they were probably going to do anyway, because again, if you're bringing back Boba Fett, you got to explain how he got out the Sarlacc pit, because in Return of the Jedi, he fell in the Sarlacc pit. Like, so. They were most likely going to do it anyway, but since they've done the story in the comics, it's like, okay, or books, because I know they've novelization. They did a novel too, but it's like, come on, guys. Yeah.
But like I felt like if they did that in a little bit of a montage, it would have been less. But they literally focused on the piece of ground, and his fist came out. It's like, what are you hatching yourself out of an egg? You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, Nick said, I'm not a sweaty Star Wars nerd, but I'm a nerd nonetheless, so I actually liked it. Like I said, it wasn't bad. It's just, it
wasn't bad. It's just like a small critique. Like, also, if they had, as I say, if they had a flashback in the middle of the episode, it wouldn't be too bad.
Right. And
you know what I mean? I don't know. That's what I think.
Yeah, and what Quick Draw wrote in the novel, Boba had to escape the two Sarlacc pits. He did. He got out of it once. I forgot what happened and why he got thrown back in a second time, but I know one of the times he came out, it was Dengar, I believe, who helped him out, and he ended up being the best man at Dengar's wedding. I don't remember if it was after the first time he got out or the second time he got out. I don't know. But yeah, he's been in the Sarlacc pit twice in the comics or in the book. So yes. Oh man. So I like how the episode started off with, they show Jabba's palace and everything is all empty and the quietness, and you're kind of thinking, okay, is this currently happening? Is this the past, future? Like, what's going on? Then they go to the sand and you see the the sail barge that crashed, and you're like, oh my god, the Sarlacc pit. And they go to Boba and then they show him getting out. It's like, okay, he got out, fine. Like, I think they purposely did it like that to say, yeah, there's no big flashy story on how he got out. This is just it. Like, he got out. Okay, fine. Because sometimes that's what happens. You end up expecting some big story. It's like when somebody comes to you with a story to tell and you hype yourself up thinking it's going to be some great story, and then it ends up being a boring story. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, we hyped ourselves up thinking it was going to be this great thing, and they're just kind of like, no, this is it. Get over it. So, okay, it is what it is. But yeah, he's in the tank, getting the flashbacks to breaking out the Sarlacc pit and all that stuff. We see the Jawas rob him, basically, which is like, yeah, that's what they do. So it doesn't surprise me. And then the Tusken Raiders come and get him.
But the Jawas guys, I didn't expect them to actually hit him. Weren't they very cowardish? Like, if something approached them, they would retreat.
Who, the Jawas?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty cowardly. Like, if they feel like they're in danger, they'll run away.
Okay.
It was just kind of funny. Like, they just came and stripped him. I was like, wow.
And then they kicked him or something. What did the one kick him?
Yeah, one of them hit him or something like that. And I was like, wow. Yeah. But they have been shown, like, in the first episode of The Mandalorian, or was it the second episode? Second episode, where he had to attack the Jawas sandcrawler, and they were like giving him the business. So yeah. That was funny. But I gotta go back and watch the first season of Mandalorian. It was so good. But
I want to skip over too.
Yeah. So they the Tusken Raiders come and take him, and they kind of just drag him through the sand. Kind of like in the back in the day, when you had a prisoner and you tied him to the back of the horse, and it's like, you better keep up or you're gonna get dragged. So you end up getting dragged, whatever. But they at first I thought, because we all saw him in The Mandalorian with the gaffy sticks and dressed as Tusken Raiders, we thought they took him in. But this shows like, no, they took him to make him a slave at first. And of course, by the end, he earned their respect. But I was like, oh, okay, we're going here. All right.
What sort of annoyed me, though, is he didn't have any of this stuff towards the end of the episode, though.
Say that again? Sorry.
He didn't have any of the hammers or the mallets or whatever.
No. Yeah. He hasn't reached that point yet. But we'll get there. So because I'm gonna go through bit by bit. So they take him, and then we flash back to him at Jabba's palace. He's in the back of the tank. Fennec Shand comes and wakes him up, like, come on, they're here. And he gets up, and all the droids are helping him dress, which is, he's like royalty now. He has help getting dressed. Like, come on. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. One thing that I caught that kind of bothered me is, like, you see he puts his armor on. It's like a reverse vest. Usually you zip up a vest in the front, but if you reverse the vest, you put your arms through, then the zipper's in the back. If he was by himself, how does he close the back of his armor? Like, the droids helped him,
he
but
wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, if you don't usually have somebody help you put on your armor, so how would it close? Like, is it magnetic? Like, what is that? Somebody has to explain that to me. I don't get that. So, oh yeah, Nick said it explains how Cobb Vanth got the armor. Yes, because remember the Jawas had the armor in the Mandalorian, and he got it. Cobb Vanth got the armor from them. So yeah, I mean, I understood that part. Like the Jawas, because we know the Jawas got it from somewhere, and we figured, okay, they probably took it from around the Sarlacc pit. It was just a matter of how they got it. Like, did Boba Fett take it off when he got out the Sarlacc pit, trying to recover, and they stole it while he was like passed out or something or whatever? But yeah, they literally took it off his body while he laid there unconscious. So yeah, makes sense. We're talking about the Book of Boba Fett. So if you haven't watched it, PDX, yeah, don't stay. We'd love to get your watch hours and stuff, but yeah, if you don't want to hear what happens, we don't mind. Quick Joe said closes like Nikes in Back to the Future, right? It's probably some type of magnetic thing where once it goes back, it just clicks together. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it wasn't a big deal for me, but like I said, sometimes I catch small things like that and it just bothers me. It's like, what the fuck? Actually, yeah, you said you saw it because earlier in the chat you said you saw it. Yes. So where are we at? Oh, so all the people are coming out of the tank. Yeah, he gets dressed, he goes down, and the people are coming up to pay their respects, which, you know, is like, all right, the new boss in town, you know, all the other crime lords have to send their emissaries to show respect of the new man in charge. And it's like, all right. But let me see. Where are my notes? Okay, they had one guy, the Trandoshan called him a daimyo, which I had to look up because I'm like, what the hell is that? Basically, in back in the day, it was like the person who owned land for a shogun, so they were like pretty much a pretty important person. Obviously, they're using it in a different context in this sense because it's not like he's holding land for the shogun; it's like he is the shogun in this situation. But yeah, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Then of course the when he didn't really understand what they were saying and asked Fennec Shan, and she was like, yeah, something about whatever. He was like, yeah, we got to get a protocol droid. That was so funny. I was like,
but like, listen, like I didn't understand that part when he said you got to get a protocol droid. What was that other droid doing?
Yeah, because that's not a translator droid. I mean, he probably could understand, but you know, the
you know what I mean? Droid, like, I'm surely if you're gonna introduce them and you understand their culture and who it is and stuff, you're gonna like, you know what I mean? I was like, okay.
Yeah, I think that that droid, I recognize it. I just don't know from where. I know I've seen it in something before though. It's kind of hard when you have like certain Star Wars stuff because I could have saw it in a comic book that's no longer canon or something. I know I've seen it before, but it looks like a medical droid. So one of the more advanced medical droids. So I don't know, but it's not really a translator droid, although it probably understands multiple languages anyway. So it probably could have translated. I don't know. It's whatever. But that was kind of funny. But anyway, we get to the Twi'lek that comes. The Major Domo.
Twi'lek, what they call Twi'lek is the one with all the things coming out
of his head. Tails. Yeah. The Major Domo for the mayor, who they thought the mayor was coming. So first, sign of disrespect, he didn't show up. And then the second, that he didn't even pay or bring an offering to show respect and actually expected Boba Fett to pay him. So we know that's a conflict coming later on. Not sure if the enemies they fought later on were from the mayor or from a different crime lord or something. We'll see, but we'll get to that part later. But yeah, that was just kind of funny. I was like, okay, there's a little bit of conflict that's coming. Let me see. So we go back to Boba and Fennec. They're going through Mos Espa, which is where Luke is from. That's where he was raised, I believe, is Mos Espa. There's Mos Eisley and Mos Espa, and there's another Mos something. Can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, so she was like, yeah, you should have came with your litter, which is the people you see in the old photos all the time. You get carried through, the royalty sit in a carriage or on a bed or whatever. They get carried through by people. That's your litter. And he's like, no, I walk on my own 2 feet. And they're having these conversations throughout the show where she's saying, Jabba wouldn't have done this, or Jabba wouldn't have took this. And he's like, listen, I'm trying to rule with respect. I'm not trying to rule with fear or, showing off my power or whatever. Like with the Gamorrean guards that worked for Jabba. And he was like, I'll spare you if you be loyal. And she's like, yo, big mistake, which showed to not be a mistake later when they ended up helping
later on in the video.
But it's like she is trying to push him to be more of a gangster, more fear, more power, show your power. And he's like, no, I'm going to show them respect. And
like embrace his title.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's going to end up, I can tell you right now, it's most likely going to be a situation where they're both half right. He's going to have to show his power in order to earn that respect, because nobody's going to respect him right now because they're like, no, this isn't
what I was kind of hoping for though is you actually see it in between the scene, kind of like a tit and a tat between them, and I hope it's going to last.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I was reading this comment. He said there's a Most Def. That's a name of a rapper. Most Def. Most Isley, Most Espa, Most Def. Say what you're saying. I'm sorry.
I hope they're going to make it like a tit and a tat between them, where she's going to have a point where it's proven that he should act more like a boss.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, well, I don't need to act like a boss, and have a point behind it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing is, right? Don't feel bad about it. It's just one of your things.
I don't feel bad. I'm just noticing it now.
You notice it, yeah. Like in one of my recent videos. First of all, I know I say recent a lot, and I know I say awesome a lot, but I realized I was saying a lot, and it's like I'm saying a lot. I probably cut it from the video, but
I say it all the time.
So I did it on purpose that time. So I didn't do it on purpose then. See, now we keep doing it and be totally aware that I'm doing it. Boba and Fennec are going to have a conflict. I don't think she's going to go against him because he saved her life. So I think she pledged a life debt to him. So, of course, she's going to follow him. But
this is Fennec, yeah?
Yeah, Fennec Shan. But she has a point of, it's like, yeah, you get some new guy who just comes in and says they're taking over territory. You're not going to respect him right away. Show me why I should respect you. I'm not just going to give you my respect. So you can see there's going to be a lot of pushback from different factions. I mean, you don't see it, but it's one of those things where you kind of feel it's coming. So they go to the club. They get met by, wait, I write her name, Garza Thwip. She's a Twi'lek running the joint. It's a Twi'lek healing place, I believe. So she asks. She didn't ask, but one of the others asked if they should clean the helmets, and Fennec Shan was like, "Nah, we're good." And Bob was like, "No, yeah, take our helmets. Like, come on, you gotta be into their ways, their customs. You gotta,
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, tit for tat.
Yeah. So they meet the owner, and she's talking to them about. He's introducing himself to her, saying, he took over Jabba's palace. He killed Bib Fortuna. He's the new boss. And she's like, well, it's going to be great, being acquainted. And, now this is yours, because I'm assuming that was one of Jabba's, businesses. So I don't know if she's really conceding to him as the boss, but she's playing the game as far as like, okay, you're the boss, whatever. We'll see what happens.
I kind of think she was like, I'm going to do it now because I don't want what's happening here to be ruined.
Right.
You know what I mean? The system's going nicely, so we'll go with it for now.
Right. And one of the things is like Twi'leks aren't usually in charge of stuff. Like Twi'leks were enslaved a while ago in the Star Wars universe. They're kind of like Wookiees that got enslaved. So for a Twi'lek to be running an establishment for her, it's probably one of those things of, yeah, I'm not gonna, like you said, not gonna mess this up, not gonna have any conflict. Okay, fine. You're the man in charge now. Let's see where this goes. So that was, I'm like, all right. And then of course they get their helmets back and they're full of offering. She gave them an offering, and Boba's telling Fennec, see what happens when you show respect and go with their ways and what have you. Fennec's like, okay, fine. Republic credits, by the way. If you saw the Republic symbol on the credits. Every time a new regime takes over, the credits change. So you see Empire credits, Republic credits, New Republic credits, whatever. So it's pretty funny. So they leave, and did we get the scene before or after? I don't remember. Anyway, there was a flashback somewhere in there. We'll get to it. But first I'm going to talk about when they left, and then they get attacked by these basically ninjas. I have no idea who they're supposed to be.
Okay.
I have no idea. I knew you were going to ask me. I have no idea who they're supposed to be. I don't recognize them.
I've never seen this type of person in Star Wars ever. So I was like, huh?
Yeah, I have no idea where they're from. Somebody in the chat could tell me, or once I start watching videos, because I try not to watch any spoiler or review videos. I like to say what I think first, and then I'll go watch those and be like, yeah, I was right. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I was right. Like last week when we talked about, what was the last show we just talked about? Oh, I forgot that fast. We just finished reviewing, what was it? What we just finished talking about last week? Hawkeye, thank you. Jeez.
I was unsure there for a second too.
That fast. So we talk about Hawkeye, and I come on the show, we talk whatever, and then I go watch whatever videos people have of the Easter eggs and breakdowns and see if I'm right about stuff. And by the way, a lot of those guys end up pointing out stuff that I point out. So I'm like, okay, good. I'm on the right track. I'm on par with all these professionals. So great. So anyway, once I watch maybe one of those other videos where the guys go deep in depth, or they'll be like, oh yeah, these guys are from this comic or this faction or whatever. But as far as I know, I don't know what they're from. But they had those dope ass shields, which seemed impenetrable, probably made to combat lightsabers at some point. And if it wasn't for the Gamorrean guards, like Fennec and Boba would have been done for, because they were surrounded and getting shocked with shock sticks. So I'm like, so
You see, now the thing that makes me about this whole situation, at first I was going to actually say to you, I can't understand, as someone as powerful as Fennec Shan and Boba Fett struggling with these guys. And I was like, right, what the hell they're doing? But now the fact that you don't know who they are, and you've never seen this shit before, it kind of makes sense. Like maybe they're actually characters that are made to, that Boba Fett and Fennec Shan don't know themselves. That's why they seem a lot weaker.
Right.
You know what I mean? That makes more sense to me now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's more, like when I was watching, I was like, why did they seem so weak?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they were struggling right up till those pig guys came to help.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even still, it was still a tough job anyway.
Yeah. Because you could see they had skill, like they were scaling walls and running and all, jumping and like parkour. So that was pretty good. That Fennec was able to outmaneuver a couple of them. Actually, first, before all that, they took a few of them down. Like they started running away. Boba just blew one of them straight to heck, like gone. Like there was nobody left. Like he just
I think that was good, because what I read into that was like he was struggling with them, and now he had opportunity to literally smash one of them into pieces, and he took it because he was frustrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I got from it. It's like, well, I'm gonna blow you up with a rocket. It's not necessary, but I'm gonna do it.
That's right. And then when Fennec started chasing the last two, he said, "Listen, he said alive." Like which we knew.
Yeah,
bring one of them back.
He turned to her. They put so much emphasis on that, which was brilliant. He said, like, alive.
Yeah, we need at least one of them alive. Let's go. So I like how she chased them down, the whole parkour scene. All the while, the Gamorrean guards are helping Boba Fett up. And he's like, yeah, I got to get back to the tank. That's a good thing to show because you got to remember he was in the Sarlacc pit for who knows how long. The acids of the Sarlacc actually digest you. It says for 1,000 years in the show, but it wouldn't take 1,000 years to digest you because you decompose in less than that. So, but anyway, and then of course he got out the Sarlacc pit and then got robbed by Jawas, basically enslaved by the Tusken Raiders. We don't know what happened to him after that because they didn't get into it yet, but you know his body's broken down basically. So
yeah, it hasn't had time to heal really.
Right. And of course, in The Mandalorian, we saw him badass, but that was only for short spurts. And in this case, he was getting shocked and stuff. So, you know, it took a lot out of him. He had to get back to the tank to finish. And of course, in the beginning, it actually said when he got out that the healing session was cut short. So that could have something to do with it also. Like he didn't go through the full process of the healing session. So, but anyway, yeah, like that's what we're talking about. He's like one alive. Chase said he thinks they're the mayor's henchmen. It could be the mayor's henchmen, but it could also be a rival faction. So
listen, I kind of think maybe it is the mayor's people because that's maybe why he's so confident.
Right. Could be.
You know what I mean? Because if he's got these people that nobody knows about, even Jkl Awesome himself, so you know, maybe that's why he's so confident. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's one of the things I like that they're leaving open. Like, obviously, there's going to be a lot of factions that might not be agreeable to his rule, to how he just came and took over. Because Bib Fortuna was probably just like, okay, fine, whatever. We'll keep the status quo. I'll bow to your guy's supremacy. And now he gets taken out, and now you have this new unknown in the chair. It's like, I mean, they know who Boba Fett is, but they don't know what he's going to do. Where Bib Fortuna was kind of a weaselly, whatever master type of person. You know, Boba Fett's going to be one of those. Listen, I'm not here for no crap. I'm probably going to take over all you guys' stuff. Like they don't know what Boba Fett's going to do, so they're like probably want to take him out. So we'll see who they were. I mean, I'm betting it's probably the mayor's henchmen too, but it could be other people. But of course, they get him back to the tank. Fennec, gets the drop on these guys, gets one alive. As far as we know.
Listen, I love the way she disappeared, and then she disappeared.
Yeah,
it was amazing. I was like, she dropped out, and then she was there. Like, huh?
Yeah,
like, I think the guys were just as surprised.
Around the other way, yeah. I love how Ming-Na Wen, like her stunt double, is awesome. You could always tell they put the helmet on to hide the face, so the stunt double could do all the stuff. But she's actually pretty fit and probably could do a lot of that stuff herself. Well, maybe not any of the big action moves, but not the parkour, but she's pretty fit. So he gets back in the tank. We go back to the Flash. Oh, another thing that I liked is that when he got out the tank, he told her that the dreams are back, which means he has a certain amount of trust in her and that this isn't a first time thing. Like he's been having these nightmares or flashbacks or whatever you want to call them, and that he trusts her enough to tell her about them, and that now they're back, which means they probably stopped and now they're coming back for whatever reason. So, just interesting little storytelling in there without putting it in your face. I like,
which was pretty good. Yeah, I caught that too, and I also thought her reaction wasn't as it didn't match up the calamity of him saying like, "Look, the dreams are back." She was like, "Okay, we need to get done with what we're getting done."
Yeah, yeah.
But
she's just kind of like, okay.
It could just lead to them trying to just have her role. Like, okay, she's there to hear what you're saying, but she doesn't have to because she just wants to get the job done. That's what she's there to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so back to the flashback. Sorry, I was reading off something. So we see that Boba Fett's being kept enslaved with Rodian, which if you don't know what Rodians are, if you remember Greedo from the first Star Wars movie, A New Hope, when Han shot him in the booth. That's a Rhodian. And a Massive is the name of the dog-like creature that they had out there. And I didn't remember the name of it, but I had the subtitles on. It said Massive Growls. I'm like, are they massive growls, or is that the name of the creature? Like, so the name of the creature is Massive. So, Boba Fett's talking to the Rhodian, like, listen, man, you want to get out of here? And after, actually, he faked messes with the Massive so he could jump at him, so he could like put it to sleep. Which I don't know why he didn't just kill it, but he, knocked it out, whatever. Or maybe he killed it and it was a different Massive that ran after him later. I don't know. I don't.
No, it was the same one. It was
the same one, yeah. But he goes to the Rhodian after he takes it out. He's like, "Listen, you want to get out of here?" And the Rhodian punk ass was like, "Yo, come get this."
Yeah, like, what the hell are you doing, bro?
That was a punk move. Like, y'all could have escaped. I mean, probably wouldn't have got far. Like, you're in the middle of the desert. You have no idea which way to go. But at that point, still, I wouldn't have told. I'd have just been like, they would have woke up, asked me where he's at. I'd be like, yo, I was asleep. I didn't even know he left. Like,
that would have been the easiest, yeah.
Like, yeah, you want to escape? Fine, leave me out of it. But anyway, he snitches. They chase him down. I thought he was going to put up a better fight, but he's still weak. He hasn't had water or food in who knows how long. So yeah, they take him out, bring him back. The little kid Rhodian, Tusken Raider, Boba was basically his pet. I was like, damn, they gave him to a little kid. Like,
but I also thought, I was like, what? It was so bad.
Oh, man. That was funny to me. I'm like, okay, all right. So
they all beat him down and everything. Like, they arrive at the village and they all decide to kick him and punch him. I'm like,
yeah,
what are you doing? What is this? Like,
putting him in this place, baby. You a slave here. You better listen. And we're gonna put a little kid in charge of you. You better act right. But they go to the next day. The kid is taking them out. Well, the kid and I guess one of the older ones. Anyway, they're walking through the desert. They pass by like a homestead that's being raided, not by the Tusken Raiders. It looks like by gangsters or something. And it's like, okay, yeah, this is Tatooine, baby. Like, it's a rough life out here.
But they put a lot of emphasis on that logo that the guy was putting on the wall.
Yes, and I don't know what that logo was. I'm unaware.
So we're obviously going to find out at a later stage because they put a lot of emphasis on that logo.
Yeah, and you know what's going to be funny is they're probably going to reveal it, and I'm going to be like, oh, I knew that. But as of right now, it's just not in my memory. So he goes into the desert. The Tusken Raiders like, yo, dig. You got to dig for these things, And I didn't know what they were either. I thought they were jewels or something. Turns out they're like water stones or something. Boba ends up finding one, and he starts drinking it. And the kid goes to hit him, and he catches the stick. He's like, "Listen, I'm thirsty, all right." And then,
yeah. I'll be digging, yeah.
So basically, he's letting the kid know, I could beat you down and probably kill you, but I'll play your game, fine, Then the Rhodians digging, and of course, a four-armed monster comes out, or what? Let's see, where was it? Somebody wrote in the comments. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to talk about till we got to it, but I can't find the comment. All right, whatever. He said a Goro lookalike. So yes. Mm-hmm. I was like, what is this? I've never seen a monster like this in the Star Wars universe. There it is. The guest appearance of Goro's more ugly cousin.
I've never seen. Like, now I understand more why you said to me, like, that thumbnail is a bit of a spoiler. So nobody knows what it is. So it's gonna be a spoiler.
Yeah, it's a creature I've never seen in Star Wars universe. I'm not saying that because I haven't seen it, it's not a thing. Like, I tell people I know a lot about Star Wars, but I don't know everything about Star Wars, so it could be out there somewhere. But as far as I know, this is not a thing. it's a new creature, and actually the showrunner said that there's going to be new aliens that we haven't seen before in this show, so this could be one of them. I was just like,
you know how we are. We always try to add the Funko to it, and I said it the last time. I think I said it in Mandalorian second season. Dude, if they don't bring out Star Wars beasts,
yes, they need to, and this is going to be one of them.
No,
this
definitely.
Even awesome.
Even that dog thing, that massive, whatever you call it, but this forearm thing as a Funko needs to happen, bro.
Really yes, does. It's freaking awesome. I'm looking at that thing. I'm like, yo, I
want that thing as a pet, man. Can you imagine walking around town with that bitch? Jesus.
That was a dope. I'm like, yo, are they kidding me right now? What is this? See, at first when he started digging, I thought it was a crate dragon because
I also thought too. If you when he dusted it off, it actually looked like scales.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, it's a crate dragon, and then this monster pops out, and I'm like, holy crap!
He's got like 10 arms, and I'm like, bro.
Quick just says it's a graboid from Tremors mutation. That would have been funny if it was one of the graboids from Tremors. You remember the movie Tremors with the underground giant worms? Yeah. In Tremors 2, they mutated into different types of creatures. I don't know if you ever saw Tremors 2. So, and I think they did a Tremors 3 and 4, and maybe even a 5. I didn't see anything past part 2, but maybe it's a mutation. But I thought it was a crate dragon. But anyway, it pretty much kills the Rhodian, kills the Massive, the little it had Boba Fett, and then the Tusken Raider. I thought he was gonna run away, but he was brave. He stabbed it in the foot. Holy crap, sweet. He tried to fight it. Gave Boba Fett the opening to choke it out. He wrapped up 2 of his arms in the chains and then was able to choke it out, which Boba's a badass. Okay.
This was the Boba. I was like, yeah, this is Boba Fett, bro. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, because it even shows that even in a weakened state, he's still a badass. Like, okay, maybe he can't overcome the odds of getting out the situation as far as the enslavement, but he was still smart enough to figure out, okay, let me disable a few of his arms, and he was able. I mean, he would have got killed if there's already 2 situations right now where he would have got killed if he wasn't saved. When the Gamorrean guard saved him, and now when the Tusken Raider saved him. Because if he didn't stab that monster in the foot, Boba Fett probably would have been dead. But even with that luck on his side, you can see how he takes advantage of a situation. So, they end up going back to the camp, and you can see the Tusken Raider holding the head of the beast, and he's going into the camp, and he's obviously telling the story of what happened. We can't understand it, but we get the gist. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, he's taking credit for beheading this beast. Like, yeah, because mainly I say that because none of the Tusken Raiders looked over at Boba Fett to be like, because if I'm telling a story and I'm saying, yeah, he helped me and he killed it, you would look in the direction of the person you're talking about. None of them looked at Boba Fett. They were all looking at the kid like, really, you killed it? Oh my God. Like, they were impressed. But the elder, I guess, I don't know what the Tusken Raiders call their high priests or, the people in charge, but I'm assuming it's the elder. He just, like, he's standing next to Boba Fett, who's not in chains, which says something. He came back voluntarily, which says something. And the fact that you could tell he doesn't believe that this young Tusken Raider could have killed that beast. So he just hands Boba Fett the water, which is his sign of respect, which is one of the reasons why I think Boba Fett is on this respect kick right now, because he realizes that once you get people to respect you, you respect people, and you get them to respect you. Yeah, it's a different type of power, and and it may not seem like a big deal, but that Tusken Raider giving Boba Fett that water is a huge sign of respect, because you got to remember they're on a desert planet. They're on a desert planet where people actually farm water because it's a precious resource. Like, you don't just give water away to people, especially when you're in the middle of the desert and have to dig just to find water. So you're not giving water away to your slave, for no reason. So I think that's the beginning of the Tusken Raiders taking him in and him learning their fighting style and becoming more of a badass, and getting to the point where you catch up with him in the Mandalorian, and then come around to where he is now as far as running Jabba's palace. So it was really good. I like the music. All the music was really good. I like the feel of it so far because you could see it's Star Wars, but it's different, but it's the same. Like, it's that feeling of we're getting a new story that looks like Star Wars, that feels like Star Wars, that sounds like Star Wars, but it's not just the space battles and the Jedi and lightsabers and stuff. So I like these types of stories. It was really good.
The fact that there's a few creatures and a few things in there that we don't know the name, I'm feeling very positive about it. I think it's going to be cool. The one thing I wanted to ask you, how many episodes are it?
I actually forgot. I think it's supposed to be 7 episodes, but I forgot. Cool. Yeah, it's not going to be a lot. So do you think that Bo will explain or rename his ship in the show? I don't know about that, because of course we know that Disney basically changed the ship's name. They stopped calling it the Slave One. I believe it was called Boba's ship for a while, but then they renamed it to the Fire Spitter.
Yeah,
but the Fire Spitter is a generic name.
I think one or two things happen. They don't mention it at all.
Right.
Just say get back to the ship, or they won't mention it. They'll just put it in passing, or they won't introduce the ship as the main thing at all.
Yeah, they might not.
Which would be smart, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think because in the book, officially, I think they call it the Fire Spitter, but the Fire Spitter is just a generic name because it's the model of the ship. Quick Draw says they call it Starship, because I know they were calling it Boba's ship for a minute, and then I believe I heard somewhere that they were calling it the Fire Spitter.
What was Mandalorian's ship called again? The Crest.
The Razor Crest, right?
Razor Crest.
So we'll see. I mean, I don't know if they're going to address the name, or maybe they did the whole name change and this show was already in mind for it, and they're like, okay, we'll reveal the new name of the ship in the show. So that could be one of the cool things. They'll do a ship name reveal, like he'll change it. He might feel like, okay, he doesn't want to keep it as the Slave One because his new found respect thing is going to be something more personal to him, so he's going to change it. He said, yes, they make it the models Fire Spray 31. Right. So they called it the Fire Spray.
So I actually get what you're saying there. That actually makes perfect sense, yeah. But to actually kind of christen it as that and show he's moving on from enslaving people. It's not that anymore. Right. He's doing it makes sense.
Especially since he was a slave to the Sands people for a while, so it could be that. I believe there's 7 episodes. I'm looking it up now, and I'm seeing 7 episodes. So that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure. So yeah, 7 episodes. So as far as the first episode, I'm hooked. I know there's a lot of.
I can't wait till next week. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, I like the start of it. I know a lot of people didn't like it because it started off kind of slow, or maybe it wasn't as exciting, or not much happened. But it was a lot of small.
I see the thing is because people have been waiting since last year. That's why.
Yeah, waiting so long for it, and then it's like, oh, that's all I got. But you got more episodes, guys. Calm down. I'll say I'm pretty sure there are more Easter eggs than what I caught, because I really didn't catch a lot, but I'm sure there are a lot more. But from what I saw, a couple of cool ones. One of them was when he was talking to the Rhodian before he dug up the 4-armed monster. He was saying, listen, you want to get out of here? We can go to Anchorhead and find a way off the planet. That's a callback to Luke when Luke told Obi-Wan in A New Hope that I can take you as far as Anchorhead. He's like, yeah, I can take you as far as Anchorhead, but that's it. So I'm like, okay, they brought back that town, whatever. I don't think we've ever been there in the Star Wars movie or show yet, but it's a cool callback. I was like, all right. Also in the club, when Boba and Fennec Shand went into the club, Max Rebo was in there. That's a little blue elephant nose looking creature that plays like that piano type thing. He was in Jabba's palace. He was one of the it was actually his band that played in Jabba's palace. It was called the Max Rebo Band. So that was pretty cool. I was like, okay. And also he was playing with the Biff from A New Hope. Remember those guys who got like the butt heads and the big black eyes? Yeah. So it's like, okay, one of the people from the band at the cantina and one of the people from Jabba's palace got together, formed their own band. Like what? I don't know. But that was kind of cool. And actually, it might not even be that. The species is called the Bith. I don't know. I know they have actual names, but I don't know the names of the band members. It might not even be those guys, but it could be one of them. It could just be another Bith who can play instruments. I don't know. They all look alike. I hate to say it like that because that's kind of speciesist, like racist, but in the show they do kind of all look alike. I don't. Also, one of the things I saw, where is it? I have it written down. Where'd I put it? Is that it? No, there was something else. They talked about Anchorhead. They talked about that. Oh, I think I might have mentioned it already when we were talking. Yeah, I guess I did because I don't see it. Or maybe I thought about it earlier and wrote it down or didn't write it down. I don't know. Anyway, it was a pretty good episode. And like I said, there's probably a lot more Easter eggs than what I wrote down, but I don't remember. I didn't see them. And maybe once I watch other videos and they point them out, I'm like, oh, damn, I missed that. So, but it was good. It was good. I'm definitely excited for the rest of the episodes. It was a good start. I like what they're doing so far with it. They actually said it's going to be less of a Western feel like The Mandalorian and more like a gangster movie feel, like more like The Godfather or The Sopranos. And
yeah.
I'm all for it. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see how Boba Fett is going to become this crime lord in the Star Wars universe, and also get more of a look at the criminal underground, because you hear it talked about in other shows. They always talk about the gangsters and the criminal underground and the slave trade and this, that, the other, but you don't get to see it. So now we're going to get a dip our toes into that world, and it's going to be awesome, in my opinion. I hope it's awesome. So yeah. Oh,
it was an awesome episode. I really can't wait till next week, guys. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, it's gonna be another one of those sucky few weeks for us where the show comes out. Like, I literally watch it when I'm getting ready for work. We come and review it and talk about it on our show, and now I gotta wait a whole week for another episode. It's not like, okay, we watch it, a couple days pass, we review it, and now a couple days pass, next episode. It's like we watch it, review it the day it comes out, and now I gotta wait a week for the next episode. It started off so good. Oh, I'm so excited for it. And there's so many other Star Wars shows coming that are hopefully going to be just as good, if not better, because like Obi-Wan should be awesome. The Ahsoka show should be awesome.
What is the next thing? The next one that's going to go?
I'm not 100% sure. I really couldn't even tell you. I know they have stuff scheduled, but they've been moving things around. So I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan is going to drop in May. It's probably going to drop on May the 4th. I believe May the 4th is a Wednesday. And that would be the great time to drop Obi-Wan. But I'm not 100% sure on what's after this. I know they were working on Bad Batch Season 2, and it's animated, so it can be done fairly quickly if the animators can do it fast enough so they can throw it in there after Boba Fett, which kind of would, depending on if Omega shows up, because we all know Omega is another clone from Django, which is not technically, but basically Boba Fett's sister. So they could like have some hint to her in the show, not necessarily show her, but have some hint to her, and then jump into Bad Batch. Like, okay, now we got a segue into Omega, but Mandalorian season 3, I don't think is coming until the end of next year. So around this time next year. Trying to think of what else was supposed to come out this year. I know they were doing the Acolyte. I don't know when that's dropping though. So we got a lot of stuff coming, and we still have Marvel stuff coming too. So it's going to be a good 2022. I know that. As far as for shows, so I'm still hoping for a live action Cad Bane. Yes. Oh, you said something about Bosk earlier too. I didn't miss it. I forgot you mentioned it. Yes. Another thing about this show that could be pretty cool is that you can get a lot of these bounty hunters showing up. Like we know Funko just did the bounty hunter set, so we can get Bosk, we can get Forlom, we can get Dengar, we can get Cad Bane. Like anyone who hasn't been
showing up.
Yeah, anybody who hasn't really been shown to be dead in the comics, because the new set of comics are canon. So anything that's happened in the new set of comics is canon to the universe. So if any of these characters died in the comics, then they're probably not going to show up here unless it's flashbacks. But anyone who hasn't been shown to be dead or died in off panel, where you know how they do, like they did with Kingpin and Hawkeye. You saw the gunshot, but you ain't see him get shot, so he's not necessarily dead. So a lot of these bounty hunters could be showing up live action. Some of them for the first time, like Cad Bane, he's never been live action, but Bosk, Dengar, they were shown in Empire Strikes Back, but they didn't really do nothing but stand there. So it'll be good to see them. He said, thought Omega was already in the first season. Isn't she the little girl that's tagging along with them? She was in the first season of the Bad Batch. She wasn't in any live action show. Right. And she's supposed to be a clone, because remember, all the clones are clones of Jango Fett, and even Boba is a clone of Jango Fett, and Omega is a clone of Jango Fett. So Omega is roughly the same age Boba Fett is in that show and that time. So if she survived to now, her and Boba Fett should be around the same age. But another thing with clones is you can mess with their aging. So you can accelerate their aging, slow down their aging, let them age normally. So if her aging wasn't messed with, which Tech said, like she's an unmodified clone. So that just kind of says, okay, she's probably going to grow at a normal rate. But again, he says she's unmodified, but at the same time, she's female, and all Django's clones are male because he's male. So all his clones would naturally be male. So for her to be female and be unmodified just isn't correct. She's obviously modified in some way. So maybe the information Tech had isn't correct, or when they say unmodified, they mean as far as given any special skills like some of the clones were. Because remember, the Bad Batch, each one of them has a certain skill. So something like that, maybe. I don't know. Thought you were saying she might show up in season 2 of the Bad Batch. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm saying she might show up in Boba Fett, in this show, Book of Boba Fett. She might show up later. Or I don't think she's going to show up, but I think there's going to be some hint to her. There's going to be some hint to her, or
we're hoping it is.
Yeah. And then they go into Bad Batch and show her. Because if they put her in this show, then it kind of takes away the intrigue of what's going to happen to her in the Bad Batch season 2. Because if you know she survives to this point, it's like, all right, well, she's not going to die. So any life and death situation she gets in the Bad Batch season 2, it's not going to be as good. Because like, okay, well, we know she survives. It's just like in the Han Solo movie when he was young and he first found Chewbacca and they're going on their adventures. It's like, well, we know neither one of them died. So all the life and death stuff they're getting into, yeah, they're not going to die. They made it to to be older in the trilogy. So that's why I'm hoping they don't show Omega and Boba Fett show. I think they should just hint to her, or maybe he finds some information that talks about her, and then his second season would be him trying to find her, or somehow them trying to get in contact with her, something like that. Just allude that she's still alive, or maybe not even still be alive, but just he finds out about her, and now it's like, is she still alive? Is she dead? Is he gonna find her? Like, you gotta leave some mystery out there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping. So we'll see. But yeah, we got Obi-Wan show coming, Ahsoka show coming, Acolyte coming, Rangers, which was canceled, then brought back and canceled again. Because the whole thing with the actress that plays Cara Dune. So we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited for this stuff. It's Star Wars. I'm not one of those Star Wars fans that's like, oh, this Star Wars thing sucks. Like, I always try to find good in Star Wars. Like, I just love that we're getting Star Wars stuff. I'm one of those nerds that didn't think in my lifetime I'd see this much Star Wars, this much Marvel, and all the other nerdy stuff that we get now. Even Dune. I've never read the books, wasn't a fan of the first movie, but Dune came out and I'm like, oh, gotta see this. Like, I know about Dune. I know what it's about. You know, it's not in my wheelhouse of stuff that I'm interested in, but I'm like, come on, Dune, let's see this. And I thought it was pretty good. It was a part one. Of course, it ended off in a way that most people didn't like, but we're gonna get the second movie. Like, chill. Let's see it. It was awesome for what it was. So, of course, the books are usually better. I get it, but come on, it was good. Oh man! All right, guys. So, with that being said, we're gonna end the show. We had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Pop Heat, I know you just dropped 2 videos, so go check those out, guys. Go to Pop Heat's channel. Check out his 100th Funko Pop, which was freaking awesome. I was like, oh, that's so good. Like, the way it happened, like your first, your chase, your 100th, like everything just
chase and 100th. I didn't realize my first was One Piece as well, even though I knew it was, but I didn't click
right
at the time of the videos because I don't mention like Luffy at all.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, well, because you commented it.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I was like, wow, that's a great 100th pop that they all connect like that.
The way we timed it, like, we didn't time it in the sense of like I planned for it to be a One Piece pop.
Right.
We timed it that a gift that was going to be wrapped that I didn't know what it was going to be.
Right. Right.
You understand what I mean?
And it just happened to be that.
As I said in the video, I got impatient. I couldn't wait anymore.
Right.
So I opened up and I was like, yes, look at this. Yeah.
Nick said they're going to do an Andor. Yes, the Andor series. That one's coming. Yes, that should be one of the next ones because I know they were shooting it last year.
Almost killed myself getting him off. Really, really cool.
Oh, so good. So good.
Very heavy-headed as well.
So Pop Heat got his 100th pop. Nick said, really, 100? Do you even collect? Well, that's one of the things we've talked about as far as Funko collecting. Like, and even Pop Heat said it himself in the video. Like, a lot of people think 100, that's nothing, but to some people, 100 is a lot, man. That's a big accomplishment.
Like one thing also, and me and I was also speaking about this before. I don't want to rush into it and kind of lose the whole thing for it. So I'm not rushing it. I've got a line of it. Like, my main lines I like to collect is anime and anime, really, because I haven't bought a wrestling pop in ages.
Yeah, but it's still one of your main ones. I mean,
but one of my main lines, you know. And I don't want to lose because, like,
Pokemon.
What am I going to? And well, that's anime. So, like,
okay, I guess.
What am I going to? You know what I mean? So take it slow, enjoy buying it, and that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Besides that fact, also I've got, as I mentioned before, I've got a room that's the same size as 2 arm lengths.
You're right.
So realistically, I've got to take it slow, otherwise the room's going to fill up super quick.
Yep.
Plus,
especially
as you can see,
I'm not an in-the-box collector. So
I'm an outbox collector too,
right?
Because I like to have
hard.
in my hands.
Yeah.
Rian knows, he's obviously been here. He's seen how small this room is, and he's a tall guy too, and it's even smaller for him, I suppose.
Yeah.
And today Rian's found a One Piece pop in the wild. It was yesterday, I think. Today, one of the days. And I'm really like, whoa, where did you find that, bro?
Yeah. He asked
one
how
of the
old
first
I picked up for you.
That's one of the first waves, second waves. I'm gonna have to check one of the boxes. So it's really cool. Yeah.
Don't worry, Nick. We know it's all in fun. We're just having some fun here.
Oh yeah, no. Look, I just like to explain because a lot of people because at the moment, if you have a look at all the collectors that's around me at the moment, right, yourself, even Rian, Kevin,
most of us have a lot.
Chase, everybody's got a lot, and like I tell my kids also, like they're like, "Yo, why does Uncle Rian have so many pops already?" I say, well, look, he's collecting popular lines. Marvel and Star Wars pops come out every 5 minutes.
Yep, sure do.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is.
And even
like,
if they,
okay, you don't like Star Wars pops, Daddy? It's like, no, not really. I like anime pops, and they agree with me. Yeah, anime. You like anime? You watch it all the time.
Yeah,
make me feel bad.
Even if you did collect more lines, sometimes one of the things that I see people do, and I've talked about this before, is like they want to keep up with the Joneses per se. Like this person's got 700 and this person's got 1,000. This person's got 5. I got to get my game up. Like, no, buy what you can buy.
That's one of the things that will get you out of interest from it.
Right. It'll kill your pockets. Like, you don't have to get everything just because. Like, get what you like. And don't go broke. It's like some people are going broke trying to buy the latest pop so they can make content. And it's like, why? Like, just collect and have fun with it. Like, you don't have to get every single pop. Like, that's ridiculous. And when you, for example, have your main things that you like, it's like, all right, you're not, you see other pops that you like and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And if you got it, you wouldn't be mad about it, but you're not actively collecting it. You're collecting the lines you like, the pops you want, some anime stuff, some wrestling stuff. Pokemon, you could say it's anime, but I think it says pop games on it. I don't think it says anime.
Games. Yeah, I mean, I consider it as
anime. I know what you're saying, but it's like still something you're interested in, and you're getting them at your own pace. It's not a race for you. It's more about the hunt and just collecting them and having them more than gotta have all this stuff, and that's how some people are when they get to collecting. Gotta get all this stuff. It's like, and I hope you never get pressured into feeling like you got to get all this stuff. Collect at your own pace. You're good.
I think the only time that I got pressured, but that's only like from my side. And that's just
kids. That's true.
It's rude. Like this Dungeons and Dragons pop. I never thought in my wildest dreams collecting Funko Pops that I'll collect Dungeons and Dragons Funko Pops. But the fact that I saw the one and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I was kind of like, could you remember? It's the guy with the snakes.
Yeah.
Remember when it came out? I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. Would I buy it? And I did. And then the next one came out. And I was like, holy shit, this line is badass.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think I'm just missing one that's currently out and the new one that's on pre-order.
Okay.
With the dice that is. I'm shocked that I got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons fan to the extent that I've never played it. I know what it is, and some of the creatures and things look cool. And the latest pops that come out are freaking awesome. Like that dragon one. Holy crap! I want that. I'm not actively going for it, but if I got it, I'd be psyched. Like, holy crap, this is awesome. And I wish I had another gelatinous cube to give you because I know Chase wanted that one. He had mentioned before. I was like, oh, I got one. I don't really care for it that much. I mean, I loved it. I love how it looks, but I have no real personal attachment to it. I can give him that. And then when you said you were going after the Dungeons and Dragons pops, and I was like, damn it.
That's not bad. But the thing is, Chase, I think I'm not to say Chase is actually collecting it too. Chase has actually got one that I don't have yet either. So that's cool. Like, it's really it's just good to show. Like, I'm not like staying purposely. Like, this is the point I was going to add. I'm not sitting. I'm only going to buy anime pops. If there's like other lines that I do like. And if I like enough, I will buy it. You know,
Yeah.
like the Star Wars line, the retro. I'm still get the other three, but I mean, I think that's awesome. Like, I want to get all four of them. You know. But
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, you'll get them when you get them, but you're not like gonna break the bank or, you know, go crazy trying to. It's like, no, you'll get it when you get it. Like, so yeah. What was I saying? Oh, I see that crazy Scottish Pop Hunter put up a video of me opening his box on his channel. I was like, that's crazy. How you do that so fast? He just put it out. I gotta watch that in a second. That's awesome. Funko PDX says I have little kids, so I now have a lot of kids pops. Yeah, that happens. Like, my kids weren't into pops when I first started collecting them, so you know, I would get my pops, and then Jay got into getting a few of them here and there. Kay was the last to get into them, but she got into getting them now, so now we're all pop collectors. But yeah, it was for me, it wasn't a quick progression. It was really slow. It wasn't until like 2017, 2018 I really got into it, and 2020 was when the collection exploded because, like I said, really couldn't go anywhere, do anything, so it was like point and click, add to cart. So
point click, add to cart.
Chase said his retirement plan. Yeah. I showed a coworker my collection because I got one of my other coworkers, they like collecting certain pops. So I gave them my Jeffersons pops. The TV show The Jeffersons, I had the 2-pack, and it's a husband and wife. So Jeffersons, husband and wife. I was like, okay, you guys can have this. So they appreciated it. But we were talking about it at work, and one of my other coworkers was like, you collect those damn things too? And he was like, no, I only have a few here or there, but the ones I have, I probably have about $300-400 worth. And she was like, really? And I said, all right, I got to flex. And I opened up the app and showed her my collection, what it's worth. She was like, sell it. What are you doing? So I bring that up because Chase said his retirement plan. I'm like, yeah, that's part of the plan. Like, they're going to, not all of them, but a good portion of them are going to appreciate and value. And I'll sell them then. And even if they do tank and Funko goes belly up and nobody cares anymore, okay, listen, I like these things. They're cool for me. Like, so, you know, they're just fun. They're just fun. Ivy has her collection. She has 40 and she's only 2. He said Dexter's 10. He has 100 plus that are his in his room. Wow. And that's on top of your 700 plus. Wow. That's a lot of pops. I have to look at my list real quick. I say I have my collection 772. So I'm nearing 800. Wow.
But that's including other products, sir.
Yeah, it's not all Funkos.
Mine's sitting on 106. So your son's actually probably got more than me at the moment.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, I don't believe I have the Black Light Hog. Listen, man, I'm so happy with this. Thank you so much, Kevin. I'm so happy. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. He says, hard to look in my room. I believe I have 400 pops. Doesn't look like it. Like, yeah, if you looked at my collection, you wouldn't think there's 700. But once you realize that these boxes are 3 rows deep, 3 rows.
Yeah, there's 2 rows. No, so what I'm saying is 2 rows behind the front row.
Yeah, it's 2 rows behind the front row. So they're 3 deep, and most of them are 2 high. So each shelf has at least 30 pops on it. Jesus, at least. So yeah, and then I have a whole stack of Star Wars over here, and then a bunch of it. So I got a ton of pop. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, it's a lot. So anyway, we're supposed to be ending the show. Check out Pop Heat's videos. Good stuff, man. That 100 pop video is pretty good. That's how we got off track here. And I can't wait to see 200. I know it might be a while, but it's gonna be awesome.
maybe 150 first, okay. I'll do them in all in 50s. It'll be the best.
All in 50s? Yeah, like my 125th pop.
50s.
And like I said, I have stuff I'm editing and doing. I could have had stuff ready for tomorrow or Friday, but I don't know. I got stuff coming. Our next Pop the Chaos should be next week. I mean, it's supposed to be this week, but I don't know. It's supposed to be new and old. I don't know when he's doing it. It's the holiday times, guys.
I think he said this week. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, but we had given him an option earlier in the year to skip this week because his name fell on the holiday week, basically. So he might skip this week and do it next week. We'll discuss it in the chat. But once we know, you guys will know. Don't forget to check out all the Pop the Chaos crews. Myself, Pop T, What Did Dada Buy Today? Last Catch 'em, Bearded Barbarian, Chase's Kingdom, New and Old Funko Boxings, New and Old Funko Unboxings, and Fet's Frequency. That's 8 of us. Check out all our Instagrams to know what's going on with the crew. Our lives are hilariously chaotic, so if you're not watching, you're definitely missing out. And I'm not saying that because I'm on them, because I'm not on all of them. I've been in most of them, but I haven't been on all of them. But they are hilariously chaotic, and I'm just loving the interactions that we have with each other. It was such a good idea, and it was his idea.
We collaborated.
It was his idea. It was all his idea. I mean, we collaborated on who we were going to ask, but it was all his idea as far as getting the group together. And the name was Bearded Barbarian's idea, so got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, although, naturally, the face that runs the place.
Yeah, the face that runs the place. But with that being said, guys, be on the lookout. We got cool stuff coming. Be here next week as we go over the next episode of Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett. See what Funko does to piss us off next week. They didn't do anything to piss us off this week because they ain't really dropped.
They will. It's the start of the new year, so I'm sure they will.
Yeah, it'll be the first show of the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. Our last show of 2021. We went a whole year and some change with this show, and it's been awesome. And listen, a lot of it is thanks to you guys coming to the chat to mess with us and talk to us and fact check us and all the stuff that you guys do. So we appreciate you hanging out with us. And with that being said, namaste.
Words for you.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go.
It's over.